The problem is not Arteta. He's not the owner of the club. He's not the player. He's the fan. You are delusional. The season just get over. You already talk about next summer, but you mad. You mad. Which earth are you living?
He's the closest thing England have ever produced to someone like Messi.
Declan Rice start in 3P Real Madrid's midfield.
Yeah.
Over Casemiro, yes.
Hot take, that's not really a hot take. If Arsenal win the Premier League this season, Gabriel Jesus will be in the top 5 Premier League strikers of all time.
He's the best right winger in the world because he can do everything. He can tackle, he can hold the ball.
He's not the best right winger in the world.
I think he is because I think he's just all round.
He's better than Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, much better than you. Yeah.
Pub, I was asking all of my guys a question. Would you swap Gabriel Martinelli plus money to get the signing of Kylian Mbappe? And you know what? They all said no.
Arsenal have never had a midfielder better than Steven Gerrard.
Patrick Vieira is a better footballer than Steven Gerrard. We've even got players on the rise like Declan Rice who are...
Nah, you cannot argue Steven Gerrard and Declan Rice. Are you daft?
Yeah,
I'm not being honourable,
no,
are you daft?
Listen, you spoke about the match winning.
Never ever say Declan Rice and Steven Gerrard again.
And to do it with the youngest team in the league, it's got to rank up there. I certainly think it ranks higher than the Leicester City season.
Bruh.
I think it does. What?
You are joking.
No.
We didn't win the league, and there's various different reasons why we didn't win the league. A lot of the traditional thinking will be, okay, there was a couple of VAR decisions, but for me there's kind of 2 times in history that probably weren't on the pitch. And the first one was the Queen died.
To me, next season we can win the quadruple. People might not laugh because the
quadruple?
Absolutely, listen.
But another one that I said was that Arteta could be the next Ferguson.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, so I take that back. He's better than Ferguson.
One man who's been part of the tapestry of the history of this club has won 5 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, 10 Charity Community Shields, 1 European Cup Winners' Cup, 1 European Super Cup, 2 Champions League titles, Intercontinental Cup, 1 FIFA Club World Cup, and 13 Premier League titles. The impossible dream made possible by the greatest British manager ever, Sir Alex Ferguson.
Champions of Europe! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! Champions of Europe! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! Champions of Europe! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! Champions of Europe! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! Everybody wants to know what I would do if I win. I guess we'll never know.
You know what won today? Football won. Sitting back, parking the bus, defensive tactics, trying to score on the counter-attack every time we try and get a chance. Football won. PSG by far the better team, especially second half. And Arsenal, they stunk out the Premier League to win it, and they tried to stink out the Champions League and they failed. You don't deserve to win the Champions League playing like that.
To summarize the Champions League final, and I said this in the break as well, it's like, let's say she's got a beautiful voice, right? And she's a great singer, right? And she's going to sing this beautiful tune for us, and that's her talent. Well, that was PSG, and Arsenal's talent would be going up to her and punching her in the throat so that she couldn't sing. And I think that's why at the end, you know, a couple of people, I heard them say, hey, football won, because at the end of it, it's like, okay, the one that was trying to do something beautiful won, you know, instead of the one trying to destroy something beautiful. So, but football's got both sides, so.
Could you even just use that last one instead of the singing?
He's always trying to sing something crazy.
That last one would have been perfect.
people are starting to go into hiding mode. But we're gonna.
Hiding mode, you say? Hiding mode. And you're gonna find them. We couldn't find you today. Where were you tonight? Where were you? Did you go hiding tonight? Or is this a thing where you just go hiding in finals? Because you can't be making statements like that and then coming out with this in the Champions League final.
Welcome back. Now, football. Champion Leagues in Europe. The Europe Champion Leagues. Arsenal. Viewers, I apologize. I'm continuing.
It's time to get funky.
Being disrespectful to any club, we have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and the strategic plan says put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period. We have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and this have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and this have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and the strategic plan says put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period. Put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period. Put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period.
Sound to Mark.
So I just got the reload like I brought the beat back.
Rest in peace, Arsenal Football Club. Rest in peace. Guys, you know what's happening today. Big up to yourself, Fitz, each and every time. Big up, Jonas. Guys, when the shades come on, we'll do a cooking session, guys. I've even come dressed for the occasion, guys. Shirt and tie. I've made a special effort, guys, for you. Let me tell you this now, yeah? I am not going to hold back. So, guys, you're going to want to stay for this one, yeah? Where do we start? Lumi Rain, Clock Enders. You're actually lucky that I'm mentioning your name as well. Mamba. Arsenal and Pakistan cricket team. You see you four there? And anyone else that wants it as well? Yeah, trust me. You guys, receipts will be there. Because just watching that, the delusion is real. The delusion is real. And you know what? All I have to say, yeah, is I told you so. Yet again, yeah, Arsenal end this season trophyless. Yeah? Trophyless. Now, I know a lot of you are probably going to say, what do you mean we won the league? Nope. Nope. That title is VARPGMOL's title. It's vacant. So, Mikel Arteta, 6 to 7 years in charge of Arsenal Football Club, and he has won a single FA Cup, which was with Unai Emery's team. I don't want to hear no one tell me we won the league. Nope. Didn't happen. Did not happen. Let's go through, yeah? Let's go through. And guys, keep your questions and comments coming through, because trust me, I will get back to some of them. I've got a few things I want to say first, though, yeah? Let's go through that absolute debacle of a performance. You know the funny thing about that performance, yeah? All I'm hearing is the referee. All I'm hearing is the referee, guys. 75% possession to PSG, 25 to Arsenal. But yet we're meant to believe it's the referee, yeah? That is all the bollocks we're hearing from these Arsenal fans. Excuse after excuse. Let's go through that one-sided game just quickly, yeah? 21 attempts to PSG, 7 to Arsenal. 4 on target PSG, the 1 for Arsenal. Big up to yourself, Kai Havertz. You're still shit, but great finish. 11 corners to Arsenal's 3. The only way Arsenal beat PSG in this game was through the yellow cards. 4-2. And it should have been a red card for Mosquito. Yeah? Let's go through the player performances. Yeah? David Raya. We was told David Raya is the best keeper in the world. Save 1 penalty. Don't want to hear it no more. Mosquito. Christian Mosquito. The guy earned himself a call up to the Spain World Cup squad. Why? What's he going to do? Add a bit of colour to the squad? I am fooled. I ain't fooled. I mean, to be honest with you, he done well in the first couple of minutes, but it's not odd when your team sets up defensively anyway. Kvaratskhelia gave him a nightmare. Then he got hooked. Should have been sent off. Piero Hincapié. All heart and passion. They ain't winning you nothing. Definitely not winning your Champions League. William Saliba was decent, to be fair, in possession. You know? But when the game opens up, you see what happens to him. He got burnt by a Bradley Barcola, by Kvaratskhelia. Look at what Kvaratskhelia done to him on the halfway line. But yet we're meant to believe that this guy is the best defender in the world. You Arsenal fans just don't learn. Gabriel Magalhaes. Hey, Gabriel Magalhaes. You see karma? Karma's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. The same Gabriel Magalhaes here that should have been sent off, should have had a 6-game ban, by the way. You know, and then this VAR, PGMOL title would never have been in the hands of Arsenal Football Club. But karma, I told you, see him upstairs? He doesn't forget. And how funny is it that he blasted the ball over the bar? Moving on. Miles Lewis-Skelly. Big up yourself, Lewis-Skelly. Come and play for a real team in red, Manchester United. Because you see them jokers there you're playing for right now? No European heritage, never will be. Forget them. Big up yourself. Funny how he all of a sudden, he's starting to get game time now for Arteta. Could it be because Martin Zubimendi is shit? Yes. Big up Lewis-Skelly. Declan Rice. You know the funny thing about Declan Rice, yeah, is that Declan Rice, yeah, he simplifies what this era of football is. Overrated and an absolute joke, yeah? I see the parade, parts of the parade. Man singing Ice, Ice, Baby. Why? You lost the fucking final. What are we doing there? The most overrated midfielder I have ever seen. The guy's a water carrier. Let's get it right. He's a water carrier. I've never seen a water carrier get hyped as much as him. Never. Embarrassing. I have people try to tell me that he's the best midfielder in the world. How? Why? When? You know who you are. Declan Rice. All Declan Rice is, yeah, he's just a good player. Keep it at that. You know, I have people try and tell me he was man the match. What are you talking about? Bukayo Saka. Oh, Bukayo. Do you know what? Fuck. I ain't calling Bukayo Saka no more. I told you lot already, yeah? He is the African Ricardo Gardner. If you remember Ricardo Gardner at Bolton, yeah? You will know what I'm talking about. Left-footed. The only difference is Gardner had plaits. You can't tell me Saka is better than Ricardo Gardner. You can't tell me that. He's the African Ricardo Gardner. You know who you are. You try telling me that Bukayo Saka is top 10 in the world as a player. You know, I gave you the benefit of the doubt because I thought you was joking. But then you was actually serious. And all for that, 300 grand a week to be producing a performance like that. The guy like a fish out of water. Don't want to hear it no more from Bukayo Ricardo Saka. Don't want to hear it, man. That guy's rubbish. He's not better than Jared Bowen. I told you guys already. Not better than Jared Bowen. Leandro Trossard. Benjamin Button on the left-hand side. Yeah? That goal for Havertz, yeah, by the way. Was that handball? I think it was. But nonetheless, the goal was the goal was given for Havertz, and the rest was history. Martin Odegaard. The funny thing is, yeah, I actually think Odegaard's actually a good footballer. But maybe he should go and play futsal. Maybe that's his level now. Keeping it neat and tidy. Because when it comes to this Champions League thing, he's not about that. And that's your captain, by the way. That's your captain. Embarrassing. Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz. First of all, Kai Havertz, big up yourself, yeah, because that was a great finish. I mean, if we're being picky, you know, keeper could have done better, but nonetheless, great finish. But you know what? You know the thing with Kai Havertz is, yeah, for every good thing he does, there's always a bad thing around the corner. Because that second shot he had where Marquinhos blocked it, a better player scores that, by the way. 2-0, gone to bed. Let's look at the subs. Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli. What to say about Gabriel Martinelli? What I would tell any aspiring footballer right now, yeah, if you're ever in doubt about making it, don't doubt yourself because he's playing football, Martinelli. That guy is shit. I'll tell you that now. He is shit. Speedy Gonzalez claiming he's Brazilian. I've told you guys already, he's from Bolivia. He is not Brazilian. I've never seen Brazil produce a player like that just runs into dead ends, gives the ball away, and his prize, big up Carlo Ancelotti, by the way, but you've had a nightmare there. You've included him in the Brazil squad to go and do what? The guy scored 1 Premier League goal, and he's prized to get into the World Cup squad. Embarrassing. Noni Madueke. Again, just like Martinelli, you somehow scumbagged your way into the England squad. I don't know how. Chatting rubbish before the game about Chelsea. The same Chelsea that have European heritage, by the way. And when it comes to taking a penalty, where was you, Madueke? Scratching your balls on the side. 60 million for that guy. Eberechi Eze. Eze, I like you as a player, yeah? But you turn into KSI, man, from that penalty spot. I don't know what you was doing there. Yo, you're in a Champions League final. Just put the penalty away. Stop being clever. Don't make no sense to me. Victor Gyökeres. But Victor Gyökeres. You know what? We had the Man United fan base trying to tell us, yeah, that this guy should be the signing. He should be the signing. He's not even better than Rasmus Højlund. He's not. I'll argue with anyone. He's not better than Rasmus. And he was a pile of shit as well. You see that team there, Arsenal, yeah? It has to be said, yeah, that you guys have asked for this. You've asked for this because the amount of shit I've heard this season from certain people wanting to show up when it suits them. Where are you now? Where are you now? Because it's all well and good you guys coming through when Arsenal score a goal and you want to start gloating and start doing all this nonsense. And I told you guys are winning nothing this season. I told you, but you weren't listening. You won absolutely nothing this season. And don't tell me about no league title, because it didn't happen. Didn't happen. Let me go on quickly, yeah. To I know Fitz wants to get through some of these people as well, yeah. But let's go through it anyway to some of these Arsenal fans. This is the bollocks we've had to listen to this season, yeah. And there he is, right on cue, yeah. Verbic, you know who you are. We will destroy Manchester Woe United. I don't even think Ahmad will play 4-1 to Arsenal. Ahmad played. We beat you guys 3-2. Wrong. Oh, Wacker. Remember Wacker? Yeah? Your team is shits. Gyökeres is a better footballer than Xerxes. Really? Really? You can waffle a load of crap. We are top of the league. 10 games to go. As I said, Wacker, if you're listening, that league never happened. Never happened. Never happened. Yeah? The title's vacant, by the way. Mamba. Oh, Mamba. And you're in the chat, so I can see your name. Declan Rice is the second coming of Sergio Busquets. You absolute clown. Do you know who Busquets is, by the way? Declan Rice is the second coming of Sergio Busquets. I mean, this is the delusion from this fan base, you know. It's embarrassing. Odegaard is the best number 10 in the world. Gyökeres is the best striker in Europe. James Barry, another clown that was trying to chat rubbish to me, told me to wake up. Casemiro's only got 60 minutes in him. The same Casemiro that was arguably the best midfielder in the league this season. 9 league goals for Casemiro. That's more than Bukayo, by the way. That's more than Declan, by the way. And you try chatting rubbish to me? Clock Enders. And you're lucky I'm reading your name out as well, Clock Enders. Bukayo Saka is top 10 in the world as a player. Yeah? Really? You sure you don't want to retract that, yeah? Declan Rice is the best midfielder in the world. Didn't show that on Saturday. Nowhere near it. Man United don't have a single player that gets into Arsenal's squad. Declan Rice is better than Caicedo. Lumi Rain. Lumi Rain. Right. Lumi Rain. Gav, Mount or a Kocha? Gav, stop getting excited for this fixture. Next week is a more realistic fixture. Let's go through it, yeah? Gav, I told you about Gabriel Jesus. What a player. The best ever third choice striker. I never knew that was a thing, by the way. Never even knew that was a thing. Gav, let's talk about Martinelli, about us winning the quadruple. Let's talk about Madueke. Yeah? Are you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to talk about them guys there, yeah? 1 league goal for Martinelli. I think Madueke might have 2. Quadruple is a real likelihood. Jesus, the best third choice striker in world football. Odegaard, the world's best playmaker. What a time to be a gunner. Yeah? What a time to be a gunner. Tell me about that time to be a gunner. Come and tell us. Come and tell us. And don't worry, I'm not even gonna put in the Discord comments either. So you're saved on that one. Yeah, you're saved on that one. Don't worry. And guys, listen. I know you guys have heard me talk a lot now. I'm gonna pass it on because you see, you Arsenal fans, you had this coming, and as the title says, you cannot join the club. This is an exclusive club. Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester City, Aston Villa, Tottenham Hotspur.
Crystal
Not
Palace.
for Arsenal. Crystal Palace. And you know what's funny as well, before I forget, yeah? And I predicted this. You notice how all the English-based clubs won Europe, yeah?
Yeah.
And who lets it all down? Arsenal, Mikel Arteta Football Club. I don't want to hear no one tell me, yeah, about this Arsenal team ever again. Because we heard a load of bollocks throughout the season, like quadruple, and they won nothing yet again. Fitz, bro, where's your receipts, man? Let's hear them.
No, it might be on mute.
He's on. You're on mute, bro.
Yo, yeah, man.
Yeah, go on, man.
Alright, so the first one, to be fair, Clockenders didn't really fucking talk too much shit to me, but the one that I do have a problem with that's still here, Gyökeres is better than Welbeck. Now, let me just I've pulled up the stats. Yeah? So
Welbeck
played 37 games. Gyökeres played 36. Yeah? Gyökeres scored 14. Welbeck 13. Both 1 assist. Shots on target. Gyökeres 22. Welbeck 28. The minutes played, there's literally it's 25. No, not even 20. There's 5 minutes difference in minutes played between them. Yeah.
What's the goal?
1 goal difference with a 5 minutes difference. At best, Gyökeres can say he had a Welbeck season this season. At best. And don't forget, that's a Welbeck at the end of his career. You know what I'm saying? So that just get that one out of the way. Then we'll move on to I'm gonna move on to Lumi because she had a lot of reckless talk and there was a few things you didn't mention. Gyökeres, my striker. Yeah. Then we got is there any squad in history with an A and B team better than Arsenal? Exact words, then. Season 2 Gyökeres will be scary.
Hey, throw her in jail, man. Throw her in jail for them comments, man. I cannot believe it.
But one thing that links all these, like the next 3, so between Lumi, Verbic, and Mamba, you know what one thing they've all got in common?
Delusion?
Yeah, well, that and the statement of quadruple. Confidently. Yeah, now let's move on to Mamba because this guy, quadruple, yeah? And then it was quadruple this season, if not, defo the treble. Man said we need a wake-up call here and there to perform better. Said that the boys were tired after getting fucking beat by Wigan. Fucking said that the ending City at the Etihad. Can anyone remind me what happened at the Etihad?
They got smoked.
All right, sweet. Brighton's easy work. Welbeck will score an own goal. No, Welbeck scored against us. Next, we got get used to it. Gunners here to stay at the top. Man said, when I told him all this is going in the book, man said you can name the book Quad Teta. Quad Teta. Mamba, you're in the chat. Come on, bro. Talk to me. Say you regret everything you've said and we can move forward for next season.
Just 1 minute. Let me just go through some of these comments quickly. Yeah, you know what? Mosquera was in the squad, but they booted him out after that final performance. My bad. Forgot about that. You don't fluke a league title over 38 games. Consistency wins it, and Arsenal earned every point. Yeah, well, big up to Arsenal 8517, man. But if I was you, I'd go and watch the intro videos that I've been doing, man, because that will tell its own story.
Because I see a comment from that same guy, Arsenal, yeah? He said, Ferdinand lost 2 finals and he left a classy message along with John Terry. But you know what them 2 men have both got?
I'll put it on the screen now, go on.
Both them man have got a UCL winners medal. They might both have runners up just like all your lot, but they've also got the other one, the one that matters. So they might be leaving classy messages, but that's because they're not going. They're cool. They've won it. You know what I mean? They're just being polite. Let's be real. They're playing the game. But them man have both won the medal. It doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shit. These getting to finals. Told you, we went to 2 back-to-backs and got beat by Barca on both of them. But in my lifetime, we've won 2. I'm good. I'm good.
Bro, let me just see this quickly, yeah? What is this, yeah? Like what Mark Goldbridge said today, 32K watching and said something credible on why there is sudden hatred. I would advise you to watch. Listen. Big up to everyone coming through, yeah? But let me tell you one thing, yeah? Do not tell me about this Goldbridge guy, Mr. Bean, yeah? I don't give a damn what he says. Like, that's just the truth. He don't speak for me. Because he's got big numbers, what's that meant to mean? I don't give a damn. He can't tell me about football. Impossible. He has his view, I have mine. So don't come on there and tell me about watching Goldbridge. No thanks. Let's move on. Go on, carry on, bro.
No. To be fair, fuck that. Getting on that just as a mank that lives round the corner from the stadium. He don't speak for my club. I'm not asked.
That's all you, man. What is
because
this?
he's got a fucking lot of subscribers doesn't mean he's speaking for my club. Guy lives in Birmingham from fucking Nottingham. Like, what part of him's got fucking Manchester running through his fucking blood? Get the fuck out of here, man.
Bro, I don't care about that, man. He can't speak for us.
No. I am asked because when people say to me like, "Oh, right, why are you a fan?" This, that, and the next. The reason my man's fucking, I've heard in clips, he said that it's because of his granddad. Now I'm not being funny, but it's my dad that made my choice. You know what I mean? There's no kind of, oh yeah, you get to pick and choose. And you know what? My granddad's used to support the most successful club in Europe, and now they are that again. I'll support that. Nah, that's a glory hunt of that. You know what I mean? Where my man's pops is a Forest fan from what I've heard. So you should be a Forest fan. Simple. You know what I mean? Like everyone I know, they basically they support who their dad supported unless their dad wasn't really into football. Then they got to make their own mind up. You know what I mean? Fuck that. If you're from a fucking family of people that all support fucking football, you're meant to support your fucking dad's club. You know what I'm saying? From what I hear, my man didn't. My man fucking tried to claim something about it's his the reason he supports it's because of his granddad. Now, bro, I'm not asked. I was close with one of my granddads. My mum was a big rugby fan. Fuck rugby with my whole chest. The fuck is this? You know what I mean? Nah, man. I'm not here for it.
Wigan Warriors and that, yeah?
You get me? But this is what I'm saying. For me, when I know, right, there's so much money in this fucking talking about football on YouTube and that, and my mum was bandwagon early. You know what I'm saying? Look at what he's just done. He's just sold his fucking shit to Neville. So I don't now even more than ever. I'm not listening to a word. I'm not listening to a fucking word. None of it's credible. None of it.
Bro, yeah, but you know what? Yeah, just quickly, yeah, because I don't want to waste my time on someone like that because the reality is, yeah, I couldn't give a toss what he says because, like, who is he? You know what I'm trying to say? But for someone trying to bring that on the channel, man, save yourself, man. Don't be mentioning that guy's name on here because, as I said, man, because he's got big numbers, that means nothing to me, man. You know, my opinion is my opinion. I couldn't give a toss if people disagree or agree with it. But I believe in what I'm saying, so that's the main thing, innit? You know, but don't be bringing that guy's name on here, man, because we don't really care what he has to say, innit? But yeah, bro, go on, carry on, man, carry on.
No, because obviously, like, for me, like I say, if you're independently doing this shit, yeah, you can be your own voice in it. But when you've been bought by Gary Neville, and like I say, anyone in Manchester knows the script. Gary Neville's just fucking bought a pub that all the main fucking fan base go to before every match, and he's outpriced them and trying to turn it into a wine bar and that. Man are putting up fucking banners outside the pub and outside hotel football and all that, calling him a wanker. This guy needs to get out of Manchester. Why do you think last game of the season he wasn't even commentating a United match? He was on the Tottenham match. You know what I'm saying? Like, United fans aren't here for it, and the fact that my man's fucking backed by them in the first place, nah, like, all credibility is gone. And anyone that knows about United should be fucking stepping the fuck away from my man's whole platform, cause nah, he's not the way forward. Neville's always been a Glazer endorser. What do you think's gonna happen now? You get me? And the more people fucking following and listening, the more money it's generating, the more they'll do it. You get me? Fuck that. Fuck that. But back to these Arsenal fans, though. Mambo, I want to hear an apology for Quad Teta. I'm not asked. That is a ridiculous line.
Quad Teta, you know. These lot can't even win. These lot could just barely win a single. But yeah, it's quad talk.
Bro.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Man said, if not, definitely a treble. But he was meaning, like, if they don't win the League Cup. He was thinking they was going to win the FA Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions League.
Yeah, Mamba's had a bad year, man. Very bad year, you know. But
you wouldn't tell from his comments, though.
No, but bro, listen, like, he's never gonna come clean, innit? This is the same guy, man, that you know, was chatting rubbish, and then as soon as Arsenal conceded, man, he left the chat. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, we know what Mamba's on. You know, we know what he's on, innit? He's gonna keep riding it till the wheels fall off. You know, if Mamba was a real person, man, he'll just say, "Listen, I got it wrong, but we still won the league title." If he wanted to start gloating, but this guy blatantly told us quadruple to end up with nothing at the end of the season. Embarrassing. Embarrassing, isn't it? But any more receipts, Fitz, before we move on?
Nah, none that like really stand out. A lot of them was basically talking about fucking City and that. And to be fair, I'm not here to back City, and City fucking bottled it in the end, didn't they? So yeah, fuck it. Only thing as well, Verbic said Eddie Howe was gonna win them the league title. Turns out that fucking win Arsenal. Eddie Howe was gonna win him the league title. But it turns out it was fucking David Moyes that did that.
Or VAR.
Fuck you. Yeah, pick whichever one's your lesser of the two evils, isn't it?
I hear it, man. But listen, guys, that was coming, innit? That was coming because all season, man, these lot have just been chatting, and you know, only a handful of them want to turn up. You know, and this is why I always said, yeah, come the end of the season, when these guys end up with nothing, don't say we didn't tell you so. And they've ended up the season empty-handed yet again. And you know what? Arteta's prize is that? His prize is going to be a new contract. A new contract. Like, embarrassing.
Thing is, though, I will give props like to Arsenal, Mamba, and all them man that are actually in the chat. 'Cause there's a few names that are missing still. I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple names that are missing. But use man that are there in the chat now. Rate you all for fucking at least coming through.
No, I don't. I'll be honest. I don't rate them. I'll be honest, man. I don't rate them. Listen, you're not chatting rubbish. You know, and again, there's going to be no apologies. I don't expect them, but you lot were telling us quadruple, all to end up empty-handed. Doesn't make sense to me.
No, but to be fair, Mamba's turned up, and I've now got a phrase of pulling a Mamba when man just disappear when it's not going their way. You know what I mean? So Mamba turning up today, I've got to give him his props in it, because he's a whole verb now to me. It's crazy.
Yeah, but bro, they're turning up, yeah, and then it's him just turning up, just chatting rubbish. Every comment he's made, yeah, is rubbish. Next season is ours back to back. Never done back to back in your career,
ever.
It's up to the rest to catch us. No, we got to try and figure out VAR. That's what it is, and you know, from what I'm hearing, man, it's gonna be sorted out. So you lot are done out here, you know. So yeah, it's crazy, man. But anyway, let's move on, man, because I'm tired of rinsing these guys now. Anyway, you know, Jonas, bro, you was right. You was right. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Let me take the shades off. Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I didn't think Slot would get sacked. You know that? Didn't think he'd get sacked.
I told man.
Yeah, you did. You did. I have to be honest, man. You were saying it all along, man. What do you think of Iraola though? Do you think he's a good replacement?
Yeah, I think he's done well. To say he lost his whole back line and Bournemouth still finished wherever they finished. And I know people will go, oh yeah, but it takes time, and he had the time, and at a club like Bournemouth, he had the time. People forget when Klopp first came in and changed the whole tactic of we're going to heavy metal football. People forget like the players we had and the stuff that he was doing, where he was clapping at the end of the games and things like that. People are like, "Oh, you man are a joke club now."
Yeah,
but you got to start somewhere. And Iraola, for me, with the players that they bought and the stuff that they want to do and the way that they want to play, Iraola fits. I would have liked to have seen Xabi Alonso, but Iraola coming in and him talking about bringing in Thiago, to me, is, I don't mind it. I'm not mad at it.
Sorry, so what? Igor Thiago?
No. Thiago Alcantara as his.
Oh, Alcantara. What? He's came out to Liverpool, yeah?
Yeah. Apparently, he's coming back in as his assistant.
Okay.
So,
boy, you need something, man, because your club's fucked. I ain't gonna lie.
Exactly.
You lot are struggling.
But saying that, Iraola to have him come in, I'm not mad at it. I don't mind it. And to say that AC Milan were after him and he turned around and went, nah, I want to go to Liverpool.
No, but come on, AC Milan's not AC Milan anymore, bro.
Hey, nice try. You know
what I mean? Still AC Milan. Say what you want. Hey, European heritage.
Yeah, my bad. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I hear it. European heritage, still a half decent club. They're not bad, but they're not who they were. But to me, in order for you to turn around and be like, yeah, I don't want to go there, I want to go to Liverpool. The only thing I'm mad at is, why did you not do this earlier in the season? You could have got Xabi Alonso.
No, but 100. I think it's all fucked, because I don't think Xabi Alonso's going to get the time that he really needs to make anything work at Chelsea. So that'll be over and done with.
Yeah.
I feel like Iraola, I don't know, because obviously it's a big step up. It's like, to me, it's almost like the Moyes step up to United. It was too big for him. The club is too big for a level of you know what I mean? Can be a good coach, but can he handle the egos that he's gonna step into? At least like when Verts and Isak and these men are getting brought in, they're getting brought in by the manager that just won the league title.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's still at least something there, even though that started slipping fast. What'll happen if fucking Iraola don't hit the ground running? It ain't gonna take long for these players to go now.
Yeah, but I don't think that'll happen straight away. That's the thing. That's the difference. I think the difference is knowing what he's walking into, in terms of these players will be looking at Bournemouth and I know people go, oh yeah, but it's Bournemouth. I'm not being funny enough. They had no fucking. They lost all their back line.
But again, it's like you see with Moyes, like I've seen a lot of interviews where it was talk. Basically, there was talk that it was like Bale, Cristiano, Modric, Fabregas. There was like Cruz. There was a couple like big names that were targeted. We ended up with fucking Fellaini, bro. You get me? Like, you can have the biggest of dreams, but if your name as the manager cannot bring them players in, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, how your window now, for me, like, will a top player, like for example, use man of sniffing around Barcola. Is Barcola gonna want to leave PSG and Luis Enrique to take a risk at Iraola?
But I think he'll be looking at Liverpool rather than Iraola. I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
but
But you have got to put, you've got to put the manager into
you say that, yeah?
consideration. It's like
but you say that-
people was looking at it saying United, but it was Moyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, you say that, yeah, but you have to remember, are Liverpool even in Champions League this year?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Oh, you qualified, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you qualified. Okay, well, might be a possibility then.
We finished 5th, and because Crystal Palace had won and Aston Villa had won, it didn't make a difference to if Arsenal had won or not. I think it would have gone down to. I think it would have gone down. I can't remember if it was 6th or 7th. I can't remember because Aston Villa are already in top 4, innit? They won it.
Yeah.
So
well, the thing is, they qualified through the league position and then won the Europa.
Yeah,
Something that Arsenal don't know what it's about, innit? Winning the European competition, man. But
for me, I am not mad at it, and I understand why they've done it, and I know exactly what happened. But to me, as long as he comes in and makes himself part of the culture, I can't see them fans. I can't see us doing what we did to Slot, and that's the difference. Is that he'll come in, and as long as he becomes part of that Liverpool culture and part of that Liverpool thing, them players will get on board.
But will he though? Because this is what I'm saying. Like, fucking, I don't know how he is at Bournemouth, but I kind of get the impression that my man's just there to work, innit? I don't get the impression like my man's trying to build the city up.
No, but I know what you're saying, but it's not about building the city up. But for me, it's more if you're so like, for instance, I imagine Iraola at Bournemouth, he's not flying home every time. Whereas Slot is flying home every time. Iraola must have family over it, so he'll just move them to Liverpool. That's the difference. Whereas Slot is flying home every time, and every time he's fucking. But to say if he's pulling young players, because you think about it realistically, I look at Krupi, I look at a few of the other players and the way he's got them playing. Because even like when you listen to Semenyo talk about them playing football, and them doing whatever they wanted to do, he was saying that we'd have no days off, but he was saying our pressing game was unreal. He's like, like on a Sunday, you thought you'd have a Sunday off. He said, like, our pressing game just became unreal. He said, because what happened is when it gets to after a Saturday game, he said, we're in training on Sunday. And he said, your legs are gone. He said, but you have to remember, there was a run of games. I think it was before Christmas. Because he said, as players, we've got to get fit. So he said, as players, we're getting more and more fit and we're doing all of this. He said, but you don't start seeing the results until I think he went on like a 15-game run where they were like drawing and thinging games. But he was like, the pressing in that game, he said, that's where things started to click. And you can see it. Do you know what I mean? It's for me personally, as I think he'll need probably a year. I'm not expecting anything in his first year. I'm not.
The problem is though, the problem is though, yeah. You see, with the way that he wants to play, yeah. I'm looking at your first team, yeah. Who's gonna fit into the way that he likes? Because again, he likes his players to run, yeah. I'm looking at Szoboszlai.
He'll run.
Frimpong.
He'll have to run.
Kirkes.
He'll get the best out of Kirkes.
Again, Rio's young, so he's going to be energetic to run. And bro, I think that's it. They're the only ones really I look at now that are going to be fitting into Iraola's way of playing. Because Van Dijk's not going to want, obviously he's a defender anyway, but Gravenberch is not a runner really. He wants to be more on the ball. Florian Wirtz wants to be on the ball. McAllister does if he stays. And again, so it's gonna be about his recruitment, because surely he can't be thinking of playing the way he wants to play with those players.
I think you can though, because you think about it, you still got Bradley to come back.
Yeah.
You've then got Jacquet, you've got Leone, you've got
yeah, but bro, they're young defenders, man. Like, you can't be telling me you're gonna be banking on them for next season.
I'm not saying we're banking on them, but what I'm saying is before Leone got injured, Leone was like the best young prospect going. Then you look at Jackway and you think, okay, cool, that's another young guy. And like, I know Van Dijk's obviously getting on, but again, I don't expect him to be pressing the whole way. But I do expect players like Szoboszlai, like McAllister, like Curtis Jones. Like, these players will press. Verts might even do it. And this is the thing. The thing is once you get Ekitike back, dog making up mad noise. Once you get Ekitike back and you get Isak back, like, you'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? So to me, I just think it's more about him getting the best out of those players, which I think he can do.
Yeah. What's your aim for next season though?
Top 4 finish. And I want to be in the FA Cup final. And I want to be probably semis of Champions League.
Yeah.
Semis
of Champions League though.
Because I just think personally, he needs a season to probably get those players right. If that makes sense. Like, do you know what I mean? To get those players right. And I think Liverpool will bring in players in the transfer window. I just don't know who they bring in. And
do you think he's going to target anyone from Bournemouth?
No, I don't think he will.
Yeah. You know what? I think he might target one player, but I don't think I'm not sure if he goes. Alex Scott.
Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
Yeah.
I don't think he does, only because he's sort of like, I've left that chapter behind.
Yeah.
And it's just a case of, I don't know. But the other one is Diamonde is meant to be going to Liverpool. Apparently he's already like, he's quite happy with the deal that's going on and the stuff that they want to do and the project that's going on. So it'll be interesting. But for me, that Slot thing was always coming. It was always coming.
Yeah.
Because you look at I know people go, oh yeah, but what happened? Like, you look at the end of the season, you got 2 players that have been ultimate servants to the team for the last 9 years, and the manager doesn't say a word. But all he can tell you is, I'm going to be here next season. But he doesn't speak it. He doesn't speak it. They're leaving. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is what you would expect. Even if you like, do you know what I mean? You'd expect someone to turn around. And to me, that's when you know you've lost the dressing room. As a matter of fact is that you don't say anything at their leaving. Like, you don't.
The thing is though, yeah, it's. I mean, again, I don't really care what Liverpool do, innit? It's not about that, yeah. But I think part of me is thinking, well, this guy's been there for 2 seasons, yeah. One of the seasons he won a league title, and the second season they were poor, innit? But at least he's still got them Champions League football. You know, I actually do think, yeah, he probably earned the right to at least have a 3rd season.
But okay, I'll put it this way to you. The man, it's like you being recommended for a job, yeah? You being recommended for a job. The guy that's recommending you for the job is probably the best person that these people have ever known. The first year you come in, you do what you're supposed to do with a team that you know, or you do whatever you're supposed to do with a team that is his from previous and you're taking over. Now, the season after that, granted, Liverpool lose Diogo Jota, they sell a few players, then they get a few injuries. Yeah? Granted, I can deal with all of that. That's not the problem. The problem is when you come out and start bad-mouthing certain man in the group that you know are high level. So you start bad-mouthing certain man that are high level, then you start bad-mouthing the higher-ups. So the people that are actually supporting you and that support Liverpool Football Club, you start bad-mouthing them, man, and going, you man should be grateful I'm here. Yeah? That's when it starts getting terrible. Because like, could you imagine Carrick turning around and going, "You man should be grateful I'm here." Like, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you lot. You lot should be grateful I'm here. And that's what Liverpool fans took offense to, is the fact of some of the comments that he was making and some of the slide digs and remarks he was making. Liverpool was like, "You must think we're dickheads out here. Like, you must honestly."
But again though, you can see why he done that, because in his eyes, he's won you guys a league title, innit? So he's gonna have that confidence to be saying that kind of stuff, innit? Unfortunately, so
yeah, it's that. But then also, you don't. The problem is you then it became a Ten Hag thing where he's not changing certain players. So he's leaving Szoboszlai on the pitch, but putting him as right back. That's not the man's position. That's not the man's position. You have a right back sat on the bench. If you don't trust him, just turn around and tell me I don't trust him yet. That's fine. I can deal with that. But he didn't say that. He put the man on the bench. Why put him on the bench if you don't trust him? It makes no sense. And then you don't bring him on. So to me, as a young kid, that's going to break your confidence. Because to me, why are you putting me on the bench and then going, I don't know if I really trust you enough to put you right back. So I'm just going to play a centre mid that I know that can play right back. Or I'm going to play Curtis Jones, I know that can play right back. That's a dickhead thing. You might as well tell me I can't do my job. Like, you might as well tell me I can't do my job and let me go out on loan. Because you're just mugging me off now.
I hear it, but
I just think,
I don't know, man. I just think he at least earned the right for me to get a third season in it. But again, if you're falling out with the key players in the squad, you know what I always said, I always said that Van Dijk was key in this, and thinking that Van Dijk and him are compatriots, I'm surprised, like Van Dijk, because Van Dijk is obviously he's their leader, isn't it? But I'm surprised Van Dijk didn't really vouch for Slot a bit more. It didn't. It seemed like a lot of the fans were onto Slot, and Van Dijk, who could have been like the go-between, didn't really give a toss. That's the way it seemed. You know.
But again, like you say, you then have to look at everybody in the back room. You then have to look at all the players in that dressing room and go, from the time Salah's making a post, and Salah don't ever chat. This is the thing. Salah don't ever chat. Salah ain't chatted for 9 years. Salah don't ever chat. And then to have Liverpool fans sign a petition to say this man needs to go, we don't ever do that. When have you ever heard of Liverpool sign a petition for a manager to go? We had Roy Hodgson, and we didn't do that to him. Do you know what I mean? Like, we've had dog shit, and we've not done that. But the problem is, it's the way he's gone about certain situations, and that's the problem for Liverpool fans. Is the matter of fact is it's the way he's gone about the situation, and the way he's spoken. If he'd have come out and just gone, "All right, cool, I understand this is frustrating, and nobody knows what I'm dealing with in the back room," that we can handle that. But the problem is he comes out and he starts bad-mouthing people, starts bad-mouthing the fans, starts telling us what we should and shouldn't do. You cannot do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's
let me read. So FSG still had his back, and that's why they never went in for Alonso. But when the poll was out, FSG had no choice. But by then, Alonso signed with Chelsea, and they have no choice. Yeah, but I'm not being funny, If Alonso really wanted to go to Liverpool, I'm pretty sure he could have gone there.
Yeah, he would have just held out.
I think Alonso just went for whatever was convenient for him. I don't think he really give a damn if it was Liverpool or elsewhere.
I think he's personally, like, let's be real, he's gonna go to wherever he feels is the best project.
Yeah,
if
that's
he
what I
feels
think.
like Chelsea was the better option for him, because not every manager realistically, like when big clubs are in for you, like you've got Chelsea and Liverpool both coming in for you. Realistically, you've got your pick. You know what I mean? And you're only it's not gonna be purely money incentive, especially when you know your reputation is everything in this game. So either one's a gamble. He's obviously seen Chelsea as a safer bet, which has got to be concerning for you lot, seeing what Chelsea
Like,
like.
that's very concerning.
But,
That's very concerning.
I'm not concerned, because all I know Chelsea will do is the problem is I think that FSG have turned around and sort of gone, we'll help you make the signings with Richard Hughes and Thing, but Richard Hughes is going. So now, I think the problem was he wanted to come in and become a manager, and I think FSG turned around and said, we don't want a manager, we want a head coach, which means you've got no say in transfers and whatever else. Now, whatever Iraola comes in as will now tell us, because if he comes in as manager, he's got saying on the signings, which means Alonso should have held out. But all that's going to happen is if Alonso doesn't reach certain milestones and whatever, he'll just get a massive payout. We know he will, because that's what Chelsea do.
Yeah.
But to me, that was always going to be what Chelsea were going to do. They sacked their manager. They knew what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. But everybody knows it's a payout. It's a massive payout. No matter how you look at it, it's a massive payout. Whether it works or not at Chelsea, they're never going to keep a manager for 4 or 5 years. So to me, that's a short-term game. You might be
so what are you trying to say? What you're trying to say? If he does get sacked by Chelsea, you wouldn't mind taking him now? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't mind taking him now.
No, but it wouldn't happen.
To me,
mate, you're saying like Arsenal fans, losers.
No. But to me, he doesn't. Whatever happens at Chelsea is not a reflection on him. Yeah, but it's not a reflection on him.
No, but that's I just can't see it. I know it's not as big of a rivalry, but that's like we'd never be able to go in for like a fucking Klopp or Benitez or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that's different. See, to me, that's different. Xabi Alonso has no allegiance to Chelsea. The problem is Chelsea have come in and offered big money.
He does now, though.
The problem is he's come in and Chelsea have offered him stupid money, which Liverpool probably wouldn't have done, which I understand. The problem is if it was like, I'm trying to think who. So like, it's like Drogba going to manage Liverpool. You couldn't have that. We have no allegiance to DJ Drogba.
No, I hear it, but that's what I'm saying. If that happened, I think that would then rule out Drogba being manager. It's like Lampard would never go to fucking Liverpool because he knows that would end up so obviously at a certain level you can't really be like, you know what I mean? Think about all the top clubs, yeah. The managers never fucking they might leave and go to another Prem team or come from another Prem team, but it's never from one of the other top clubs. The only time I ever remember it happening was when Mourinho ended up fucking bouncing around because he just bounced every fucking where. But he almost got a pass because it was Mourinho, and that's what he does: 2-3 seasons every club, and he just moves on. But realistically, no one does that shit. So it's like I can't see you ever going in for Xabi Alonso after he has a stint at Chelsea, because either he's going to be a success at Chelsea, which means you can't do it. You know what I mean? Higher allegiance there now because of what he's achieved, or he flops, which can't do it.
I think, and I hate to say it, I think he flops at Chelsea, not because he's not a good manager, but because it's fucking Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea, and he won't give him enough time and everything else.
Yeah, Chelsea's cursed. I don't know what it is about Chelsea. I don't know. It's a bit like Tottenham. Cursed chalice.
Yeah.
It's a cursed chalice.
But that's the problem, though. How can you go in for a failed Chelsea manager, even though, he played at the club, but it's not like he's like
second best, isn't it? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I think he goes somewhere else. Even if he does go Liverpool, I don't think he goes to Liverpool.
But look, for example, like Gerrard, my man went to, where was it? Did he go Villa, innit?
He went
Villa, yeah, Gerrard.
He went
and he fell there miserably, by the way.
Yeah, Villa, Rangers, and then Saudi, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Notice how it weren't one of the big rivals of Liverpool. At the time when he went to Villa, Villa was, you know what I mean? They're not the top half of the table, but it's not like they were a top 40.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
but you know what though, yeah, and I'm gonna put it in the chat on the screen as well, yeah. Who do you rate higher, Xabi Alonso or Iraola?
You'd have to give it to Xabi Alonso, innit, because of what he's done at
Leverkusen and
at Leverkusen.
Yeah, but would you argue that what Iraola's done with Bournemouth is a lot harder?
Nah, because you got to remember what Alonso did at Leverkusen, bro. It's always been a one-team league. You get me? Leverkusen actually ended up with a nickname as Neverkusen.
Yeah,
because they just like they were one of those teams cursed. You know what I mean? And Xabi Alonso was the guy to do it, and not only do it, but do it invincible, dethroning fucking Bayern after fucking how many decades of dominance. Like, nah, that's massive because at the start of that season, people was talking about Bayern and Dortmund. That was it. Leverkusen came from fucking nowhere and dominated.
Yeah,
you can't knock it. And I swear, did they not reach a fucking Champions League final as well with that?
No, it was the Europa League final. They got
League
smoked
final,
by Atalanta, innit?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. European fucking final though, as well as going fucking invincible. It's not like man sacrificed everything and just went for the league. Like man competed everywhere else, innit? So for me, I've got to say it's Alonso, innit? It's so much harder to do, especially that's like going to fucking France now, yeah, and taking over Toulouse and fucking getting them to do an invincible season as well as making it through a fucking European competition. Like, nah, it's difficult, bro.
But I still think it's Bournemouth is still a tough job when no one expects you to do anything in terms of when no one talks like
could that be a case of people's expectations were low, so people are like, right, he's sick because no one expected anything and he's doing average. You know what I mean? Because bear in mind, people try to give me the argument of the Premier League's so fucking high quality. That's why the league anyone can finish anywhere. It's nothing to do with that. If anything, if that's the argument, it's only because there's so much more money in this league.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
my argument would be
but that was evident in Europe. Look at Europa League and look at Conference League, innit? You can see the gap between the teams, really. You know what I'm trying to say.
But that's what I'm saying.
To Champions League,
to be at Leverkusen, where you know full well not got the biggest budget anyway. I'm not even in the favourites to even fucking like for top two. You know what I mean? Done it on what would have been a shoestring, really, compared to everybody else. To do what he did and put together the squad that he did. It's crazy. Like Bournemouth, yeah, he's signing quality players and that, but fucking hell, to finish top half of the Premier League, you're getting big dog. That's big money to invest compared to a team like Leverkusen at the point Alonso turned up.
Yeah, but I still think to lose some of your big hitters and still do what you did.
Yeah. It's a testament. He is still like no one can knock him as like a manager or a coach. You know what I mean? Because the results are there to see in it. But
yeah, but I think the Leverkusen job is harder when you know freaking you're dealing with Bayern Munich. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what Bayern Munich are gonna do.
Yeah, it's like realistically, it's almost like the only way Iraola can really even get into that because it's pretty much it's the same kind of thing as this league. Because at the time, it was City was the dominant one that was just winning everything. You know what I mean? So if he could have done an invincible season and fucking won the league, people would be like one of the greats in it. It's got to be. That's why.
But when you think of it like this, though, Xabi Alonso. I mean, again, what he done for Bayer Leverkusen was good, but you could argue and say that he took over a team that is probably the third best in the league, behind Dortmund and Bayern. Whereas you look at Iraola, he's gone to a Bournemouth team that, let's face it, man, they're like just above the relegation zone. You know, if we're being serious, he's come in and he's got them into Europe. Like, that's unheard of. Look at the capacity of their crowd as well.
No, but
they've got a small stadium. Look what he's done.
But I swear Bournemouth are meant to be like a very well-off club, though, because I remember fucking Wilshere or someone there, or Ramsey or someone.
Yeah. Wilshere was there, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I remember at that time someone telling me like, "Yo, Bournemouth are like shoot like their owners are mad rich, innit?" Like,
Yeah,
they've
but
got stupid
what I
dough
mean
for
though is
fun.
that like regardless them being rich or not, he's come in and he's made them literally a European club. Him.
Yeah.
I
So
hear it,
is
but the
is
same
his
thing could
job
be said
harder?
for like a Moyes did that with fucking Everton at one point.
Yeah, but bro, but Everton are a big club though. They're a bigger club than Bournemouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose, but again, like for me, Iraola, like what he's done at Bournemouth, he's done a fantastic job. But again, Bournemouth is almost like a Brighton. For me, it's less about the manager; it's the recruitment. It's the club through all the way through. You get me? Because these men always do how because it's a revolving door. These clubs are getting cherry picked from every single year. You know what I mean? And these man like Brentford's another one. Brentford are just constantly producing fucking ballers. It's people are just constantly cherry picking from these kind of teams. So for me, it's recruitment more than anything, because you see it consistently with like year in year out. They're constantly getting fucking raided for a player, fucking best part of 100 mil. They invest that money so wise that they end up with 4 or 5 players that are gonna be 80, 90 million fucking 4 years down the line.
Yeah, which
It's
makes sense,
crazy.
but I still think you have to manage those players as good
Yeah,
as
yeah,
they
you
are.
do, you
Do
do.
you know what I mean?
Like obviously, but for me, like if he walks into fucking Liverpool, and for example, Liverpool's recruitment are going one way, and he's basically turning like, because obviously, if Alonso wanted to be the manager, and they're saying, "Nah, it's not going to be that way," so essentially, he walks into Liverpool. If the Liverpool setup isn't really aligning, because we've seen it at United. We've brought in coaches and managers that did not fit with our fucking vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like everyone's saying at the time it doesn't make sense. We must be changing up things, and then we don't. And it's like, well, why did we do that? This could be one of them where he walks into a setup where he's like, well, you brought me in knowing that I play this way.
Yeah.
I thought we'd be fucking investing for my style, and we're not doing that. You're still giving me Klopp players.
See, I think his style is a lot like Klopp's in terms of it's heavy pressing, it's heavy metal pressing sort of style. And I think that's what Liverpool are saying has been so successful. So what they
bro, that's the problem. But that's the thing. I don't actually think you've got enough players to play the way that he wants to play. This is the problem. Like I think you've literally, and we actually went through it. I think you've got 3 or 4 players that Iraola can bank on that's going to do the running that he wants. Because Florian Wirtz ain't going to want to do that.
You say that, but like to me, that's what Thing did. No, that's what Bayer Leverkusen did. They pressed high.
Yeah, but I think this is the Premier League though, and it's a lot different for me.
Yeah,
and I actually think Iraola's football is probably going to be more intense than what Xabi Alonso's was at Leverkusen in Germany.
Yeah, who knows? I like you say, it's one of those things where it's like, personally, I can see him making those players work in that system. I can see him making them work, not because I think they buy into the system more than they bought into Slot's system. That's the difference. I think they buy into that system more than they bought into Slot's system. Because I think had Slot changed, because the thing is, in preseason, Liverpool looked so different than they did in the season. And that was the thing for me. Even like when you look back at Slot and you think, because in preseason, they looked really good. And then all of a sudden, he started slowly changing things. But I think players like Ekatike, players like Isak, I think it worked. I think Gakpo goes.
Yeah, he's terrible, man.
I think Gakpo goes. But again, it's a case of I don't like. Do you know what I mean? Because Richard Hughes is now going. He won't have anything to do with the transfer window. I think it might be.
Wait. Hughes ain't going.
Yeah, Hughes is going.
He's going.
Richard Hughes is going. Richard Hughes. He was always going. Yeah.
The thing is, I heard The reason why Iraola's coming in is because of him, because they worked together at Bournemouth.
Yeah, but Richard Hughes was always going. He was always going.
Okay.
So he was always going. So the rumor was that he was going at the end of the transfer window because he was going Saudi. Because Julian Edwards was like, I don't know what freaking you're doing here. Like, I don't know what you and Slot are doing there. Like what are we doing here? But apparently he's going Saudi. And the rumor was.
I think I heard about that actually. Yeah.
Because the rumor was that obviously if Slot's staying, Richard Hughes is giving him. He's going to give him his players in the transfer window, and then basically fuck off. But I don't know now. I don't know now what happens. I don't know now what happens with. But I know that Thiago Alcantara is supposed to be coming in as part of the back room.
Let me go through his comment quick. So when you talk about Xabi, that's why they're going with the same profile, Sebastian Jonas. Yeah, to be fair, Sebastian Jonas is similar. I think Jonas is at Stuttgart. I think that's Stuttgart.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's at Stuttgart. So I think he's being interviewed by him as well at the moment.
Yeah,
by FSG.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean they're gonna go with Premier League proven, isn't it? Iraola. So I think they're just interviewing Jonas because he's similar. But they're gonna go with Iraola. But as I said, man, these players should be adaptable anyway. But I just worry because he's coming into a big job. You know, is he gonna get all them on side to play the way that he wants? I'm not too sure, especially with the season he just had as well.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does only because he knows how to chat to him, and I think that's the difference. Whereas I don't think Slot knew how to chat to certain man. I think the moment he gets like Van Dijk on side, and he gets Alisson on side, I think he's fine.
But so what you're saying? What Slot's communication was poor then with the players?
Yeah, he had to have lost the back room at some point. He had to have lost the back room at some point.
No, I hear it, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like with Slot, the players were a lot easier to lose. Well, Slot found them a lot easier to lose than Klopp ever did. You know what I mean? Like Klopp couldn't lose them because of the way that he was. Slot, it didn't take much for them to say, yeah, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? Because realistically, you won the league, and then within a couple of months, players like Salah was coming out and fucking making comments and all the rest of it. So it didn't take very long from success to fuck this guy. Realistically, Iraola, that's what I'm saying. It's same kind of profile, because when you look at who he's coached and managed before, like no real like big egos amongst them. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, they're of a certain level. You know what I mean? Like Semenyo's now at City, he might develop a fucking ego whilst he's there because of where he is, what they've done. You know what I mean? But like at Bournemouth, there's no way on earth Semenyo had an attitude problem at any point. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So him turning up to train with fucking Liverpool, I can see y'all lot saying like, yo, benefit of the doubt, new manager, we've got the old prick out, let's give it a go. But if shit doesn't go your way, I think they'll fast fucking say, well, what's this guy won? Why have we got a Bournemouth manager? You know what I mean? Like, we're Liverpool, are we not? Like, what the fuck are we? What's this guy ever done? So
yeah, but bro, let's remember, but let's remember, Liverpool weren't winning anything major, really, were they? If you look at over the last 20 years, they weren't really winning nothing major.
No, I know, but these players that are there currently now with the ego, like fucking Judas Van Dijk, my man, you know full well, my man, like to Slot at the start of the season would have been, yeah, let's do this, all pep talks and all that kind of shit. Soon as Salah spoke out, he's going quiet and liking comments and shit. Like,
this is what I was saying. This is where I didn't really understand that, because like it's his compatriot. You would have thought, that he would have tried to vouch for his compatriot, innit?
Right. So bearing that in mind, what happens when Iraola starts having a bad stretch? with no kind of compatriotism. Like my man, it's gonna be a lot easier because the bigger egos have got no alignment to him. You know what I mean? At least with Slot, like they're giving him a benefit of the doubt because okay, he's walked in, and with Klopp's team, he's won a fucking league. Yeah, so we're giving the benefit because we've won some. You know what I mean? Didn't take long though, because fucking season started, and by what October, November, there was fucking rumbles that people were upset in the dressing room. Salah was coming out making comments in November, so it's and that, like I say, that's with a man like Van Dijk in the locker room looking at it like, well, I've got a compatriot in as the manager. Let me try and, you know what I mean. Van Dijk's gonna do even less for Iraola. You know what I mean? It's and all it takes is say Iraola walks in there and identifies like fucking, for example, what I've been saying, Van Dijk's not the guy. Say if he walks in and says, you know what, he's getting on.
Yeah, but he's never gonna do that, is he? He's never gonna.
You never know. You never know, bro. People would have said that he's never gonna treat Salah the way he did. You know what I mean? Before the season started, people would have said, "Nah, there's not a chance."
I think Van Dijk's slightly a bit different though, because the club captain, isn't it?
I hear it, but this is what I'm saying. No, people would have said, "Nah, Salah's like Van Dijk. You couldn't do that." You know what I mean? You never know. You never know. Even if it's not that. Even if it's just a case of he wants people to press more, and he's putting the pressure on. Like, look what happened when fucking Ten Hag was telling Cristiano that he needs to fucking do more work defensively, he needs to press more, he needs to do. Cantona was like, fuck this. Cantona, because I've got my Cantona shirt hanging in front of me. Fucking Cristiano just turned around and said, fuck that. You get me? Went on Piers Morgan and a lot of it, you get me? Like, nah, man, it's if he turns up there and expects Van Dijk to do work that Van Dijk's legs can't manage and he expects to be protected instead, Van Dijk could fucking fast sell him out.
But bro, this is what I'm trying to say, yeah. But this is what I'm trying to say. The way that Iraola plays, yeah, his defenders as well. A lot of them, they're left isolated a lot of the time as well. Yeah, because they just get a lot of players forward, and a lot of the time their defenders are playing 1v1. And we've already said, yeah, the fact that Van Dijk has dropped off, you know, he could be made a bit more vulnerable, in it, in that sense.
Right. So, and bear in mind, when Salah started looking poor, he turned his back on fucking Slot, and it's all his fault. He's got me playing wing back, and then next thing, what happens if Van Dijk starts looking shit? It's all his fault. The finger starts getting pointed fast, and these men, I don't care what anybody says, these men have all got egos. None of them want to admit that they've had a shit season. You know what I mean? No one wants to say, yeah, it's on me. How often do you hear a player come out and say that these days? You know what I mean? They don't. They'll come out and fucking blame all kinds of shit, whether it's the officials, the fucking we didn't turn up, but better we'll be better in the next week. Yo, no one ever fucking says, you know what? We was just below standard. Don't know what happened. Fucking, we need to hit it. Like, occasionally you might hear a manager say that. But players, it's always something. You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, if Van Dijk ends up looking anywhere near he did this season, he's going to point the finger at the new manager. Okay, it's already been proven a successful route. Everyone forgot that Salah was shit, and everyone was saying Salah shouldn't be starting as soon as he started talking about Slot and saying that he's leaving. Suddenly everyone forgot that Salah had been shit. Van Dijk could do the same thing. Fucking December comes and he's had an atrocious season. Liverpool are in fucking 8th. He'll just fucking say, I'm leaving. And everybody will forget the last 2 years. He's our captain. Fucking absolute legend. To
be fair, he's I think he has got a lot of power there, innit? But I think whether you know, Iraola tries to pick a battle with him, I think it's not going to work out too well for me with Iraola. But I think Van Dijk's probably going to have one more season left anyway.
Battle, bro. He doesn't. But that's what I'm saying. It could be as simple as like a Salah situation where it's like, yo, I'm fucking. He just announces that he's leaving, and he just leaves on the foot like Casemiro just did. That's all he has to do. You know what I mean? But like I say, it doesn't even have to be Iraola goes in and picks a battle. It could just be a case that Iraola goes in, plays the way he wants to play. Van Dijk finds himself fucking isolated a lot more. Fucking, it's a lot more like visible that he's not the player that he used to be. Suddenly, he'll do the solid thing. Yo, it's his fault. Guaranteed. And to make the fans forget that he's been shit for 18 months, he'll turn around and say, I'm leaving. And everyone will fucking, oh, he's our fucking captain, he's our hero, giving the best send off you can, forgetting that he's been dog shit.
Well, let's see what happens, man. But they're in turmoil at the moment, man. But if Iraola comes in, I mean, to be fair, I actually do like him as a coach, innit? But he's got a big job, man, on his hands if he does get the if he does take over, innit? But Jonas, man, what did you think of before we move it on? What do you think of the Ibrahim Konate on a free transfer? I mean, to be fair, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. 27 years of age.
I'm not shocked.
You're not shocked?
No, I'm not shocked because that's been coming for months. Liverpool should have done that months ago. Liverpool should have done that. Should have got his contract done and sealed months ago. Like, I'm not shocked. Like, I'm not shocked at all. And I know what it'll be. It'll be a wage thing. It'll be I'm playing week in, week out. It'll be I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Why am I not playing?
Carrying Virgil? What do you mean?
Do you know what I mean? Personally,
I knew that was coming.
personally, I'm not mad at it. If he wants to go, he's been a fantastic servant. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, he's fucking done. Like, no, like if the kid wants to go somewhere else, let him go somewhere else, innit? Like, I'm not mad at it.
You know what though? You know what makes me laugh though, yeah? Is that the thing is, Konate is 27, yeah. There's no doubt in my mind he was asking for something like 250 a week. Yeah. Which to be fair, he's in a good power there because Van Dijk's getting on. Joe Gomez probably needs to be moved on. And he's probably looking at it as being, once Van Dijk's gone, he's the senior defender. That's probably why he's asking for that money, yeah. But I just got a feeling that are Liverpool going to look at Leone and Jackie as like Lenny Yoro and Aiden Heaven as like the future of their centre backs, yeah? But then you look at it now, who are they going to bring in to partner Van Dijk realistically? Because you think it's going to be Jackie and Leone?
One of those two will start. Yeah, don't get twisted.
You think?
Yeah, hell yeah. You think Liverpool won't do that?
But no, I'm not saying they won't do that, yeah. But the season that you guys have had, and he's going to lose Konate, and then Van Dijk, we already know, is on his way out, and you're going to bring in a youngster that's never played in the league to partner Van Dijk in a season where you guys need to make sure you get top 4 again.
All I'm saying is I'm not surprised if they do that. That's all I'm saying. He might bring in another seasoned defender, but to me, he's looking at Joe Gomez as a backup. But whoever
I'm telling you, he's bringing in that Marco Senesi from fucking Bournemouth on
No, bro, he's gone Tottenham already. He's gone Tottenham.
Has he? Has he already got? Oh, fucking hell, snapped up fast, innit?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Robbo's going Tottenham as well.
Robbo's going Tottenham as well.
Who?
Yeah,
Robertson, yes.
Oh shit! I thought he was locked in for Celtic.
Nah,
that's Kieran Tierney. He's there.
That's Kieran Tierney.
No. Like when I last heard about fucking Robbo, it was towards. I swear, fucking. I think it was Oxlade Chamberlain that said something about him going fucking Celtic, innit?
No, he's gone to Tottenham. He's already signed like a I think he's already signed like a pre-contract thing.
Is fucking Harry Wilson fucking sorted out a contract somewhere yet?
I have no idea.
Harry Wilson on a free is not a bad signing for fucking anyone.
It's not a bad signing. But to me, I'm now looking at it, and I know people go, oh, yeah, but I think Liverpool now, because what you got to think is they will keep. I think they're trying to keep Alisson for another year, and they're trying to keep Van Dijk for a year. And I think Van Dijk has got one more year with him. And I think that they'll both go at the end of next season. And then I think they start for. But the only reason I say that is because then I look at. I can't remember who the other centre back is. There's another centre back that plays at Netherlands with Van Dijk, and I can't remember who the hell it is that they were talking about coming in. But yeah, it's just for me personally, I'm looking at it and just sort of going, well, I get where they're coming from, and I get what they're looking at, etc. I just think that I know what Liverpool are trying to do, because I think Iraola gets the best out of Kirkes, because he's worked with him at Bournemouth, so he knows what he's going him to do. He'll get the best out of Kirkes.
Yeah, 100%.
I think between Frimpong and Bradley, I think he works them one and the other.
Yeah.
I don't think he keeps one. And I personally, I think Leone starts. I think Leone starts games. Only because, and I know people go, oh, yeah, but he's young. Like, I'm not being funny enough here. To me, that's why Rio should be starting games, because he'll just be fearless. I don't give a shit who you are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, for me personally, I'd rather that, because all Leone's going to do is look at a striker. Because you think about it, because he'll come up against a Gyökeres, a Havertz. You think he's going to care when he's come up against? And I know people go, oh, yeah, but like Lukaku is like a big, strong striker.
Yeah,
and he'll be looking at it going, if I can handle it with man like that, and they're massive, and I want to play, like, it's something that I'm going to have to get used to. So I'm going to have to get used to playing against big, tall, massive strike, a Mateta. Do you know what I mean? Like these that I'm not going to give a shit. So, like, for me personally, I'm not mad at it. And I think he goes out and buys a DM. I don't think he keeps grabbing Birch as a DM. I think Endo goes, and then I think Endo goes, and I think he goes and buys a proper DM. Whether or not Batatic comes back in, I don't know. But I think Liverpool are looking at it and going, because you got to think, when Liverpool bought Salah, Mane, Firmino, they had Fabinho, they had Henderson, they had Trent, they had Rob. They were all young players. So for me, I think they're just starting again. So that's why I think they're keeping Alisson and Van Dijk for a year, just for the dressing room morale, and go, okay, cool, that's all good and well. Next year they're going, but again, they know what it takes to win certain things, and they'll push you on. And then I think someone like Szoboszlai takes captaincy, only because that man will do anything for that fucking badge.
I hear it. But would the fans be happy with a Szoboszlai taking the fucking
Hell yeah.
Bro, they think he's the second coming of Steven Gerrard, man. Of course they would.
Hell yeah. I'd be happy with Szoboszlai. I'd be happy with Szoboszlai. Hey, it could be worse. It could be the second coming of Busquets.
Listen. Yeah, trust me, man. That's a sackable offense.
But for me, it's the passion. It's the passion of Szoboszlai. It's the understanding of, because when no one else is running, he's running, and this is the problem. This is what I'm saying. So for us, looking at it now, I'm looking at it now and going, because in a game, that's a man that you can turn to when you get a free cut from a certain distance, or you want someone that's going to make a challenge and go, listen, you don't need to fix up and fucking pull it together because we're doing this all together. He's the man that's going to do that. Because he knows what it is to put that number 8 shirt on. He knows what it is to be part of Liverpool Football Club. Do you know what I mean? He's won stuff there, so he knows what it is. And again, he's been in and around that team. So to me, I look at it and go, give it to him. I'm not mad at it. Like, I'm not mad at it. But to me, I then look at Ekatike, I look at Isak, and I think to myself, if Iraola gets his team cooking, which I think won't happen until probably, I'll be surprised if it's the start of the season, but I'm looking at January. I'm looking at January, February, towards the back end of next season. I think he gets them cooking like fucking nobody's business. And then I think going into the season after that, I think will be a problem. But I think he needs a year. I think he needs a year to get at least 6 months to get what he wants on the table.
I hear it. I hear it. And to be fair, it's realistic as well. Like that
Do you know what I mean?
the fans saying like, nah, it's gonna take him a minute. Like a lot of people are think, nah, with the squad that's there, fucking give him a window. Fucking, he should be ready to cook.
Nah,
fair play still.
I want to see who his first signing is going to be. To be fair,
because to me, it's all about the system. So he's got to change the whole system. He's got to change the whole system, and then he's got to deal with who he thinks is going to buy into that system and who's not going to buy into that system. And then you get rid of him in January.
I hear it.
Do you see what I'm saying? So to me, realistically, I'm looking at February, March, and I'm thinking we should be somewhere in and around. You know what I mean?
Though, a lot of people will be looking at it like, fucking, if you can get a decent run at the start of the season, because if you look like so many like freshly appointed managers from the top clubs, it's if someone can hit the ground running, it could be a fucking a dream start for someone. Realistically, it's only Arsenal that's retaining their manager. Like, obviously, we're appointing Carrick, but I know we've had him as interim, but it's his first proper appointment, isn't it? It's total different kettle of fish as well.
It's that, and it's also like you say, they've come off the back of doing whatever they did last season, but now he needs to go with new players that he probably doesn't know, but he now needs to manage them into a system that he's already got good and going. So I think personally, if he gets 1 or 2 signings and goes, listen, I don't give a shit what you lot did last season, that's done and dusted. That's done and dusted now. We now need to think about what's our achievement, what's our goals for this season, where do we want to be? This is where we need to be as Man United. And that's where realistically Carrick should be turning around and going, okay, cool, we're Man United. I want to be doing this. I want to be doing that. This is the sort of player I need. Because I think personally, you're probably 1 or 2 signings away.
Who?
Nah.
Man United.
Nah, we
bro, listen, I've already told you, man.
Signings.
Listen, we just get the 3 midfielders that we need to be getting in this summer, yeah? It's a title challenge next season. I'll tell you that.
I think
because the fact that Arsenal can win this, the fact that Arsenal can be awarded the VAR title this season, man, it's anyone's game. The title's vacant at the moment. So
I think you're 1 or 2 signings away, and the reason I say you're 1 or 2 signings away is because Arsenal can't do what they did last season. It won't work this season.
Bro, you're damn right. VAR, that's what it is.
No, I tell you why it won't work this season, because teams would have figured it out.
Yeah.
Like
Arsenal have been figured out. Look, bro, listen.
Figuring it out after Pep did it in the League Cup, innit?
Bro, listen. Arsenal didn't win the league this season. I think you need to realize that they didn't win the league, man. This was a PGMO title, man. I'm telling you, the title's vacant. So, as far as I'm concerned, man, Arteta's been there 6 to 7 years and he's won nothing. So, I'm not even worried, man. Next season, I reckon if we get our business done like we're meant to, it's a title charge next season. I'd argue that of anyone, because this league is shit. Let's face it. You know, Man City, realistically, Man City should have really won the league, but they were just messing up. But again, we know what happened with this league anyway. There's no point me even going over it. But
I'm not gonna lie. You know, for next season, on a level, thinking about it, because I've just seen there fucking the front runner for fucking the Harry Wilson signing, looking like it's gonna be Villa. Yeah, on a free.
Yeah. I heard that a couple of days ago, to be fair.
Yeah, so bro, bear in mind, if they can hold on to the players they've got and bring in a few players like Harry Wilson and that, bro, they've been building a fucking project and they're looking good, you know. I'm telling you now.
Boubacar Kamara, yeah, he was one of their main midfielders, was out literally. Yeah. Remember, he got injured against Tottenham in the cup game, yeah, and that derailed their title charge because him and Tillemans together, and they got Onana in there as well, is a problem. And I'll tell you now, they've got the best manager in the league right now.
Trust me. Then they've got options like McGinn, fucking bro,
underrated.
Add fucking Wilson into that fucking front line with fucking Rodgers and what I feel like they need an upgrade on Watkins and keep him as like a fucking like
yeah, but bro, this is the problem. There's no strikers out there, and this is the problem, and this is why someone like Ollie Watkins, yeah, as much as like, because I think he's a decent striker, as much as they need an upgrade, who are you gonna get to replace him? Who?
Oh, well, that Vlahovic is on a free, innit?
Who's that? Vlahovic?
Yeah, man. Like,
yeah, but bro, is Vlahovic better than Watkins? That's the problem.
For me, I'd be happy to fucking start him knowing that I've got Watkins on the bench.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know
but
what I mean?
I told you guys, man. You see John Duran? John Duran should have been the guy, man. But for one reason or another,
he's not necessarily an upgrade, but with the market the way it is, if you picked up Vlahovic and fucking Harry Wilson on freeze,
yeah,
bro, that strengthened their team a decent.
But wait, Vlahovic, he's not on a free.
He is.
He's on a free.
Yeah, man.
Hey, do you know how much money he's getting paid at Juventus?
1 second.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. You'll laugh.
We'll see. He's got to be on something stupid like 100k.
Bro, he's on. Trust me, you'll see it. He's the highest paid player in the league.
Oh, he's on stupid money.
Bro, he's on dumb money. Like,
Bro,
I heard it the other day.
Fucking £365,000 a week.
There you go.
In euros, it's like fucking 427k.
Yeah.
Crazy. Nah, but like I say, okay, on that kind of fucking money, fuck it. Go in for a fucking Thiago or something. Just break the bank. Just bring in someone that's improving.
He's on 360. Like the thing is, if he goes on the free, yeah, he's gonna get a massive sign-on fee, and obviously his wage will be less. But I don't know, man. I'm not sure who he's been linked with.
Like, on that kind of wage, you can only really be looking at fucking America or Saudi unless he's willing to take a pay cut. Like,
well, he's gonna have to, man. He's gonna have to. How old is Vlahovic? He's probably about what, 25, 26?
Oh, fuck. Tell you now.
If Ivan Toney has a good World Cup, you reckon a top Prem side come back in for him? 100%. Well,
he's making too much money.
I think the money in it.
He's making bread.
He's making
bread. What's he doing? I'm not coming back for what?
Yeah. It's difficult because unless Tony wants to take a wage cut, boy, he might just keep his ass in Saudi, man. So
I hear it. Yeah, but Vlahovic is 26, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like I say, it's one of them. Like obviously, I'm not saying like they need to do much. It's just strengthening it. Just bring in a few extra faces, and if you're already adding the quality of Harry Wilson on a free for 100k a week, you're already on a good start. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not a bad signing, man. To be fair, he's shown that he can score goals in this league, and but the thing is, the key to it is Unai Emery, because Unai Emery, man, is the best manager in the league right now since Pep's gone. So I don't want to be hearing Arteta. You know what I mean? I don't want to be hearing that guy's name because he's not. Yeah, so he's the best manager in the league. So yeah, man, they could. You never know, man. They could do something, but they're probably going to lose Morgan Rogers, so they got to think about replacing him. So let's see what happens, innit? But let's move it on anyway. Aurelien Tchouameni, Eduardo Camavinga. Now, I see something yesterday, yeah, in regards to Florentino Perez's comments. And again, because he's running for election, yeah, he's not going to start saying, yes, this player's leaving, that player's leaving. So he's going to try and cover all bases, yeah?
Yeah.
But I don't know why, yeah? I don't know why. And I'm hoping I'm spot on with this, yeah? I just got a feeling we're going to sign Camavinga, you know? I don't know why. Because the noise is quiet, and again, we're hearing that Camavinga doesn't want to leave. The same with Tchouameni, yeah? I think one of them leaves, and I just got a feeling, man. Man United, I think Man United, yeah, they're waiting for a breakthrough to see, because I believe, I'll be very surprised, yeah, if Jose Mourinho keeps one of them. I think one of them might leave. because he's going to want to get a new signing in midfield. And I think Camavinga or Tchouaméni might leave. I just got a feeling it could be true. It could be Camavinga, you know. And if Camavinga forces a way out of the club, yeah, or if Madrid tell him, look, we're going to move you on, I just got a feeling Man United are going to go in for him. I just got a feeling, man. I don't know why, but yeah, I just got a feeling, man. Man United are going to put a bid in for him. But it's all going to hinge on, again, the elections and then what Mourinho wants to do. Because if Mourinho turns around and says, look, he keeps both of them, then both of them are not going to leave because they're going to want to stay in it. So, what do you guys think, though, about Camavinga or Tchouaméni? Do you think any one of them ends up at United or elsewhere?
Tchouaméni's gone, bro. I don't know where he's gone, but Tchouaméni's gone, bro. He ain't staying.
You think, yeah?
Brother, after he done punch up, man, at work, I can't be in the same office.
Yeah. But again, Perez said, yeah, that basically he more or less said he sees both of them staying, innit? But that could just be a ploy because of the elections, innit?
Nah, bro.
Yeah, because any in that kind of situation, if he said one of them's going straight away, both sides, people that are on Valverde's side and people that are on Tchouaméni's side, are all gonna want to know, well, who? Because we don't want to vote for you if it's not our guy staying. You know what I mean? So he's not gonna try and divide no fucking opinion. Everyone's staying. We're gonna make it all happy family. But obviously, if anyone goes, I can see it being Tchouaméni. But I've kind of moved away from it in my own head just for the fact that both of them, to me, feel like players that Jose is going to enjoy playing with.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm worried about, man. To be honest.
And Jose is not going there with like just to be told what to do. Like my man's going there with power in it. So I can see my man saying, nah, fuck that, I'm overruling shit if you want me to stick around anyway. So
and the thing as well, I think the biggest problem with players like that as well is that because it's Real Madrid, it's like Real Madrid only get rid of players that they want to get rid of, innit? It's very rare. You
don't pry a player from Madrid. You can steal one that's going to get transferred, like we did with Euro.
Yeah.
You can't get a player from there that they don't want you to have.
Exactly. Unless they make them surplus to requirements, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the problem is though, is that it's just too much in the favor of Mourinho potentially liking them. And even if he doesn't potentially like them, I just can't see them just forcing the move out anyway.
No,
which is frustrating. So, but something's telling me though, this Camavinga deal, there's something in it. I can just see Man United have been linked to so many other midfielders, and his name is very rarely propped up. And I think what I read yesterday, which is encouraging. And let me see if I can find it actually. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. So I read this yesterday, and what they're saying is Manchester United are currently on high alert regarding Eduardo Camavinga following reports of a significant rift between the player and Real Madrid, It says, while no official bid has been launched, the club is actively monitoring a developing situation that could see the French midfielder push for an exit. Reports indicate a sudden change in Camavinga's situation that has caught Ineos's attention. The World Cup snub, the 23-year-old was reportedly left out of the France squad for 2026 World Cup. The disappointment combined with inconsistent minutes at Real Madrid has allegedly made him actively look to leave to secure a fresh challenge. After a season described by some as his toughest career moment, Camavinga is said to view a move to the Premier League extremely positively as he seeks guaranteed starter status, something Michael Carrick can offer immediately in United's new look midfield. The door's complete. So transfer expert Fabrizio Romano reports that publicly Camavinga's mentality is to stay and fight for his place. Real Madrid have no intention of selling unless presented with a massive, undeniable proposal that forces them to rethink. Liverpool have also joined Man United in showing strong interest, meaning United would face a bidding war if he officially requests a transfer. While some optimistic reports suggest a fee in the region of 69 million, which is 80 million euros, Real Madrid would likely demand significantly more for a player of his age and contract profile. His contract runs until 2029. United's immediate focus remains on closing the Ederson deal. Camavinga is viewed as a dream target or a market opportunity, a move that will likely only trigger if the player forces out his way out of Madrid.
Yeah. But I was actually saying, like, that's the best hope of maybe signing Camavinga when we found out that he wasn't going to go to the World Cup. It's like, well, maybe now we can sign him, because otherwise we're waiting until after the World Cup for most players. And like, obviously, it looks like Ederson's basically wrapped up. He's Ugarte's replacement.
Yeah.
And going off like what I'm seeing, and like, because I've got it here by the odds, fucking 4-1 Tonali. So I'm seeing it as Tonali must be the main focus, because they know, even with Anthony Gordon being sold, they know that the financial fair play thing still they were looking like they had to get rid of Tonali because of not just his wage but his fucking fee, innit? Now the fee that
him or Bruno, give a rush, shouldn't it?
Yeah. So, but obviously, Anthony Gordon's wage isn't close enough to it, or whatever. You get me? And they still didn't even get the same kind of, you know what I mean? They're looking about 90 for Tonali, 87 to 90, and obviously Gordon was what, like 70 in it. So
Gordon was 69 million pounds. Yeah,
I can't believe they got 69 million for Gordon.
Bro, listen.
Don't forget, Barca signed fucking Traore. You get me? Like, this could be one of them. You get me?
No. That was a loan, by the way. That was a loan.
Was it? Okay.
That was a loan. Yeah.
Yes.
But
you think,
bro, listen. That Gordon deal. Yeah. I think, you know what it is. Yeah, for me, and I've said this a couple of times. I can see why they've gone for him, because they want, because when you got Yamal on the right hand side, yeah, Yamal's like the maverick. He's the baller. You know what I'm trying to say? So on the other side, they want pure pace, someone that works hard and's got pace. And this is why they loaned Rashford, but they were never going to keep Rashford, because the Rashford one was just trying to use him to their benefit, really. And I can see why they've gone for Gordon, because he's direct and he's got pace, yeah, and he works.
It makes no sense.
But it kind of tells you where football's at, because Anthony Gordon at Barcelona.
But I tell you why it makes no sense. It makes no sense because you could have got Rashford for half that cost.
No,
but Rashford's on more money though.
No, but the way it works out in that fucking financial fair play, that it's called amortization, in it, where basically they split up the contract and the fee over the length. So the fee and the wage over the length of the contract, in it, and basically I think it works out what they're paying Gordon plus the fee split over I think it's 5 years.
A lot less than
compared
Rashford.
to because they only wanted to give Rashford 3 in it.
Yeah,
they didn't want to sign him on 5. So obviously, like, in what it breaks down to, it works out Gordon's actually only a little bit more expensive, and the benefit of the age. So in 4 years, 3 years, they could sign him and still make a profit. With Rashford, we're just going to take an L. It's just business motivated. That's all that one is there.
Yeah, but what it comes down to, really, is Rashford's on too much money. And the problem is, Rashford at his age now, what's he, 29? He's not going to take a wage cut, because, like, the thing is now, he's on his biggest contract he's ever going to get. So, in a way, Man United were that dumb to give him a new contract, and now he's just honoring it, really. So, and Barca were never going to pay, like, Barca were paying, Ansu Fati $250 a week, you know. He was getting paid $250 a week, and then they're not going to make that same mistake and give that to Rashford. So again, Anthony Gordon was brought in because, as Fitz just said, in it, like, there's more resale value for Gordon, and he's going to be on less money. But the fact that Gordon's at Barcelona, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Man, look, bro, he's going to be playing on the same side as Ronaldinho.
Now, but one thing I will say, when Rafinha signed from Leeds, everyone said the same thing.
Nah, but Fitz, Rafinha's Brazilian, bro.
I hear it, but to play devil's advocate, you know me, bro. I'll always give that other side of the fence as well, though. You get me? And like to play devil's advocate, everyone said, "What the fuck are they doing signing a player from Leeds?" And look at him now, innit?
Yeah. But again, you know what is with Rafinha, yeah? You could see glimpses of Rafinha's quality though when he was at Leeds, and the fact that he's a left-footed player as well. Like left-footed players, they always have something special in them anyway. My thing is, yeah, Andoni Gordon is just a direct winger. Barcelona shouldn't be signing players like that, really. But that goes more to do with what a state footballer's in, because Kvaratskhelia should be at Barcelona. You know, Desiree Doué, players that play on the left-hand side. You know, they used to have Dembele, obviously. They should be targeting players like that. But again, you can't get them. So it kind of shows you, yeah. You know, look at the left wingers from the Premier League. Andoni Gordon. Man, you know, obviously Cunha's obviously a 10 anyway, but Cunha's gonna obviously not leave in Man United. Then you look at Chelsea's. Let's move on. Liverpool, Rio's young. Gakpo's shit. Vert's just got bought for that amount of money, and he's a number 10 anyway. So Andoni Gordon really was the only sort of one, and then you're probably looking at like Callum Hudson-Odoi and them kind of guys there. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. That's just a testament of the drop off of football, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they're just buying what the best that's available in it, and that's what's there. Like, look at, as you just did, you looked at the market. There's nothing there. It's the best of a bad situation. What else you gonna do? Suffer? You gonna go without having a fucking player for that position now, just because it's Gordon or nothing? Like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, but I'm surprised they went there though, because I thought they would have gone. But again, if you look at the age profile of Gordon, yeah, there ain't probably no one in world football that is at his age and is quite consistent in anywhere in the leagues. That's the problem. Because if I'm looking at left wingers, you're looking at someone like Nusa from Leipzig. But again, Nusa's young, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there ain't really no players out there, and that just shows you how much of a drop off football's become now. You know, because Gordon to be at Barcelona, bro, I don't think people deep this year. That is a problem for me. Like, that's a massive problem.
Trust me, but like I say, like obviously with Newcastle not fucking qualifying for Europe, we already knew like they were gonna get like hit massively in it. So obviously I even said they're gonna get cherry picked in it. Like, I won't be surprised if 2 or 3 of the bigger names all have to leave, because they're not gonna be able to continue otherwise.
Well, who do you think's likely other than Tonali?
But this is what I'm saying. You've got Tonali, you've got Gordon that's already gone. Realistically, all it takes now is say a Barnes or a Hall to leave, and I'm right. You get me, Kyle? Then it's like three players that are gone.
I don't think Barnes will.
But that's the thing. There's more talk about Hall in it. But like I say, Hall. I think Hall's 6-1. Rumored like for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like,
the thing with Lewis Hall though, yeah, Lewis Hall is actually a Newcastle fan, isn't it? Because his family from Newcastle. So I think
it's gonna be,
unless he hands in a transfer request.
Yeah. No, it'd have to be the club get him out. If you're a fan, you're not handing in a request. You can't do it. You know what I mean? It's like Shearer wouldn't have handed in a request to them. You know what I mean? So he won't do that shit. But if they turn around and say, look, we've got a bid come through and we kind of need to do it for the fucking financial sake of the club, he'll have to do it. He'll see it himself as like a sacrifice, a martyr almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like Tonali's rumoured 4-1. We've got Hall rumoured at 6-1. And then fucking for the joke, Tonali's higher odds than Baleba. Baleba's 5-1. But other than Edison,
they're saying the Baleba one is because of the valuation, isn't it?
Yeah. But then obviously the one below Edison, which is the highest odds, is fucking Jared Bowen, 3-1.
Yeah, bro. listen. Let's just rubbish that off right now. Yeah, Jared Bowen's a decent player, but Man United not signing Jared Bowen because I'm hearing they would have played.
First place.
Yeah, but it's only because they got relegated, isn't it? Bowen is more likely to go to Liverpool than Man United.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm trying to say? And even that, yeah, I don't think Liverpool sign him. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think
better
Jared Bowen,
going back in for Wilson.
Well, yeah, but again, you know where Jared Bowen should actually go? Aston Villa.
It's not a bad shot. Yeah, to be fair, if Liverpool went in and got fucking Wilson and brought him back, and then fucking obviously they Villa then divert over to Bowen, that makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah, I think he would do well at Villa as well. We'd be a goal threat on that right hand side. You know, they haven't really got a right winger.
It worked for both teams really well because Harry Wilson will do well wherever he goes, but obviously at Liverpool, Harry Wilson's the option. You get me? Because it's also like the homecoming type thing, isn't it? Fucking, you got a little
Bowen
extra
Bowen is going to Leeds. Someone in the chat said Bowen's going to Leeds to do what? To do what? Link up with Calvert-Lewin.
Relegation battle, yeah.
Trust me. But yeah, no, I think yeah, Bowen's not going Man United. I think when people discuss these kind of transfers, yeah, it's like don't take that. Why would Man United go in for Jared Bowen? Like, why?
Trust me.
It don't make no sense. We just spent money on Mbeumo, you know, and I didn't even really want it. I didn't even really want Mbeumo too tough. You know what I'm trying to say? But Man United not getting Jared Bowen, so that's just a waste of time, isn't it? But
like for me,
I
think now Edison is wrapped up, and that's basically that's telling Ugarte, look, you ain't getting a game, mate. You might as well fucking pack your bags on. Yeah. And then obviously I think Tonali is considered like the Casemiro replacement. And I think the Baleba thing, like the haggling over the price, because I feel like even though in that article it says that fucking Camavinga they'd be able to like command a decent price for him. Bear in mind what his contract is. It doesn't matter how long they've got him till. His contract length is stupid. And if he says that he wants to leave because he wants to fucking play international football, it's going to be a cut fee. And the talk already was a cut fee. You know what I mean? So
it all depends on what the elections and what Mourinho says. Yeah.
Yeah. Like realistically, if it does pan out, like United are probably looking at it like we could get in between 40 and 50 million because of the fucking state of the situation. If we can get him at that price, we're not going to sign Baleba. We'll just bring in Camavinga. But if they can't, but that's what I'm saying. Like if they can't, but it's one of them. Like I feel like that's the waiting to see what happens with Camavinga before Baleba will get done. Next step, they'll probably try to wrap up Tonali. Because
you reckon? What? You actually think they're waiting on Camavinga?
Yeah, I think they're waiting to because obviously when it comes down to it, Tonali makes sense being the Casemiro replacement. You know what I mean? Edison makes sense being the fucking Ugarte upgrade, and then obviously you're looking at because we was looking at Baleba already, and then you see fucking Camavinga might be available for maybe even cheaper than fucking they want for Baleba. Fuck that and fire a sec, because what's the point in spending 65 on Baleba when we might be able to get fucking Camavinga for 50?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So I think that's the way it goes now. I think we wait now to find out what happens with Camavinga. But I think the next midfielder that we really go hard for is Tonali, because it's realistically Barca doing that and signing Gordon, that's put us in a bit of a tough spot, because now it's like, well, they're in a better position. Yeah. They're in a better Newcastle's in a better position financially because they've just made a sale. Yeah. And on top of it, we don't make a sale to fucking with Rashford. Rashford's not off our books yet. So now, you know, like fucking, I can see it kind of being like a bit of a merry-go-round. I can see a world where Rashford ends up at Newcastle. You get me? Gordon ends up at fucking Barca, Rashford ends up at Newcastle, and Tonali ends up at United. I can see it.
Imagine, if Rashford ended up at Newcastle, Gordon's at Pop. Bro, that's a piss take. His dream club is Barca, and Gordon, who is vying with for a place for England, is at the club that he wanted to go to, and he's at the club that Gordon just left. That's a piss take.
I can see it, because now they're going to be looking at it like, well, we need a fucking replacement. and you don't know what they might be.
Yeah, but Newcastle ain't surely going to pay him the money that he's been on.
No, but that's the thing. I think now, but with Barca basically saying, "Nah, we're not signing Rashford." I think Rashford's now got to wake up and see it as well.
Yeah,
I can't be commanding that wage anymore. There's nowhere I'm going unless I'm going Saudi that I'm getting it.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Which he might just go Saudi.
No, I don't know.
He might go.
No. Do you know why? Yeah, I think Rashford could end up in Saudi, but I don't think it's now. I think he might end up there when he's probably 30, 31. I don't think he ends up there now.
But this is the thing, though, Gav. Like, look at it right now. Where's his next move? Looking at the contract that he's on, and looking at his age. What, he's 29? Yeah.
Yeah.
At 29, you're telling me so he's going somewhere for 2 seasons before he ends up at Saudi. Where's he going to go on a cup fucking transfer?
What the only thing I can think of, the only thing I can think of though, is if he comes back to England, again, it could be a Newcastle, but it would have to be Man United paying part of the wage.
But that's what I'm saying. So if it's like a loan type deal, to be fair, because that could even get fucking somewhere, because you know how they like to complicate deals, innit? It could be one of them where it's like, okay, we're gonna fucking buy Tonali, and part of the deal is we'll give you the Rashford loan at 50% of his wage or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know, because obviously, you know, right now they've got to replace Anthony Gordon, and if they're gonna fucking sell Tonali, that's 2 players they've got to fucking replace now. So maybe we do see it is because we've got a lot of players to offload. Maybe there's a solution there to fucking lighten the load on all aspects, innit? But that's why for me, I've been saying it for the longest. And
Rashford in Saudi already. 29.
Saudi, bro.
Bro, because where else? Because this is what I'm saying. Barcelona might have paid him the wage because he was playing that whole "it's my dream" move. Obviously, I always loved United from Manchester, but my second club's Barca, this, that, and the next. He proper tried to sell it because it was like, if he can get the fans to love him, and he can get that contract, he knows he's on a decent wage. Because at Barcelona, you're on good wages. Look at Fati, you know what I mean? So he knows that's his best chance, really, of that wage. He looked at Real and thought, there's nowhere I'm getting in there. You know what I mean? Saw that he could potentially be a backup at fucking Barcelona.
Bayern Munich as well, though? Bayern Munich as well?
But this is what I'm saying. What does he do at Bayern Munich? I can't see him starting. What? You're going to Bayern Munich? Bear in mind, Bayern Munich don't pay big wages, you know, bro.
No, they don't. Well, they pay bigger than other clubs.
Well, the thing is, Harry Kane's on about 300 grand a week or something.
But bro, bear in mind, if Harry Kane would have gone to United or City, he'd have been fucking 500. Let's be real. There was no way he was leaving Tottenham and coming to a Prem team and not getting $500,000 a week. Or 450 or 400.
Haaland's on 500, isn't it? So
exactly. This is what I'm saying, man. Like, Bayern Munich aren't going to pay them kind of wages. They're paying 300 for Harry Kane. That's Harry Kane breaking all kinds of records in fucking his second season and all that shit. That won everything apart from the Champions League, obviously. But, he's done everything. No one can fucking dispute. But if Rashford went there, even if you got a whole season starting, I can't see him making an impact bigger than Elise.
Or Diaz, Diaz.
Diaz, who he's competing with, but like if he's starting every game and you got Elise on the right, Elise is going to shine every single time because Rashford's not going. He might have a few moments throughout the season, but Elise is going to be
different. Elise is different.
You get me? So he'd be a part-time player. So if realistically he's going to be back up to Luis. Bro, Diaz is he's running shit. You get me? He's not getting a sniff around it. Think Bayern are gonna be fucking paying him anything close to what Rashford's on?
No.
It's not happening,
boy. Let's see, man. But if he ends up in Saudi, boy, that is gonna be talk about your career, man, going from from up there to just
telling you, it's
yeah.
Saudi or it's a cut price, say 250 contract in the Prem. Like I say, I can see Newcastle paying him 250 in the Prem.
You know what? Yeah. You know what as well? Yeah, I just clocked actually. Yeah. You know what? If Rashford's clever, you know where he should go back to? Aston Villa.
No, I hear it, but
if Rodgers goes, just go and replace Rodgers.
I hear it, but again, that's not an upgrade. He was a good backup for Rodgers. You get me?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Don't forget, Rashford wasn't starting week in, week out when he was there on loan. He wasn't really forcing his way into the team like that.
Yeah.
I feel like out of his loan and Sancho's loan, Sancho probably had the better loan if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, but it depends what you're basing on. If it's goals or what trophies won, I think Rashford might have better goal return, but trophies, Sancho, innit?
What matters most in this game?
I hear it. Let me go into some of these comments quickly. El Hadji Malik Juf, West Ham, 20 million. You know what? Yeah,
not a bad
obviously Matthias Fernandez is obviously at West Ham as well. What a player he is. You know what? The thing is, he's someone that I want Man United to sign, yeah. But I've not really spoken about him because I've got my preferences. I've always said Tonali, Camavinga, and Baleba is the three that I want. You know, if we can't get Tonali, then Chouameni, Camavinga, Baleba. If we can't get Camavinga, then go and get me Adam Wharton, because Adam Wharton's a bad boy, yeah. And then, you know, if you can't get them guys, then Matthias Fernandez. But what gets on my nerves, yeah. But what I don't understand, what people are not actually grasping as well, no one seems to be interested in getting a left-footed midfielder for the balance of the team. All the names you hear United linked with, yeah, are all right-footed players. Chouameni, Tonali, Anderson, Fernandez, Ederson. No one's talking about left-footed central midfielders. Man United need a left-footed central midfielder. We actually need two. So that's what I'm saying, man. We should be getting Camavinga and Baleba. Or if you can't get Camavinga, go and get Adam Wharton. But Malik Juf, for me, if we can get him for 20 million, then bring him in. Bring him in, because I want to see Dorgu play at left back. But if Carrick thinks that Dorgu's a winger and they want to get a left back in, him for 20 million is decent. Anything more than 20 million, then allow it. You know what I'm trying to say?
If you're getting him in for 20 million, let's be real. Luke Shaw, yes, he's played every league game this season, but that's one game a fucking week. Sometimes it was one game every 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
And bro, I'm glad you mentioned that, yeah, because this is the same thing we talked about Bruno Fernandes as well, by the way.
Yeah, like realistically, like for me, Luke Shaw's nowhere near gonna have the same impact next season. Every time we've had multiple fucking competitions that we're aiming in, this guy is out for at least fucking 3 to 6 months every season. You know what I mean? Nah, we need a backup to Dorgu, because otherwise Dorgu's gonna end up having everything thrown on him. It's like, nah, because I do like the idea of occasionally having Dorgu on the left and having another left back behind him, because like with Luke Shaw, he's helped out massively with Luke Shaw when he's ended up playing on the left and Luke Shaw's on the left. You know what I mean? Because Luke Shaw's not got the same pace. All that Dorgu comes back, doubles up every time. His defensive work's impeccable. So in certain games, I can see having Malik Diouf at left back and Dorgu on the left wing being a massive fucking help for us. You know what I mean? Luke Shaw's not going to be available like that, and even if he is, we're gonna all these players you've already started seeing a decline in. Luke Shaw's had a decent season because it's like fucking hell. It's a holiday really this season for us. You know what I mean? But man, I can't see him fucking hanging through next season. So if we can bring in a left back for 20 mil, that's gonna end up it's him and Dorgu competing for the spot. I'm good with that. But my first thought, if we're going for a fucking fullback, I want someone on the right. Let's fucking force Dallo out.
I mean, to be honest with you, at left back, obviously Lewis Hall. You know, for me, Lewis Hall or Alejandro Balde from Barca, But I just don't think we're gonna get either player. But if you can get Malik Diouf for 20 mil, I mean, to be fair, that's a decent deal. Even though I think he's probably more of a wing back. But if you've got him with his physicality and his pace, for 20 million is a good deal, you know. But this, you see this guy here, Abde Ezazuli, he's formerly of Barcelona, by the way, as well. Yeah, but he used to be at Barca, obviously at Real Betis now. So he's been earmarked as a replacement for Gordon. Yeah, I'll tell you now, in terms of left wingers, this guy's one of the better ones in Europe. He's a very good player. But again, man, I think Barca probably should have bought him back, if we're honest. You know, they should have probably bought him back. But yeah, man, if he goes to Newcastle, that's another team that Rashford can't go to, really, isn't it? But yeah, it could. Saudi could be his destination, man.
Telling you, Saudi.
Lewis Hall to Liverpool. Lewis Hall to Liverpool. They just signed Kirkes, man. What are we doing there?
We don't need a left back. We need
it's just wishful thinking.
We need a Wharton. We need a Matthias Fernandez. We need that sort of profile of player.
Yeah, but you lot ain't in for Fernandez, are you?
I don't think we are. We're in for Wharton.
It wouldn't surprise me if on a low they are inquiring. I guarantee a lot of teams are inquiring about him right now.
Yeah.
Like I say, I think just getting relegated, they lost like 100 million in revenue. And then what they're going to lose over the span of the fucking season in ticket sales and all the rest is another couple 100 mil, you know what I mean? Like, they're not in a good situation then.
Yeah,
they have to change their prices, don't they? Because they're no longer in the Prem. They now have to change. They have to now change their prices. But that's a big stadium. You can still fill out that stadium. It's just
they could, but it's just a case of like, for example, being in the Prem, you've got a good 6-7 games every season at home where people are gonna pack it out because you're hosting United, you're hosting City, you're hosting fucking Liverpool, you're hosting Arsenal. Realistically, fucking out when you're in the Championship, you haven't got them. You know what I mean?
Their biggest game next season is gonna be Millwall.
That's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be interesting, boys.
I guarantee that one's a guarantee that's the only sellout. That's the only sellout next season.
Man, I'm just going to
hey. It'll be a sellout full of police. That's why. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It'll be funny to watch that match, and see how many police are scattered through that fucking crowd. It's gonna be insane. The yellow.
They might as well just bring in the army, man. If I'm honest, you know what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
It's crazy. But yeah, just before we move it on, Eli Krupi Jr. You know where he's going? Who's in for him? PSG.
That's mad,
bro. If they get Krupi Jr. to add to that front line, because remember they wanted Julian Alvarez, isn't it? But Alvarez is going Barca, and Alvarez was always going Barca. You know, his idol's Messi.
100
You
million.
know, he's South American as well. He's already playing in Spain. You know, he fits every kind of thing that Barca need. They want a false nine, you know, and if Barca get him, they're gonna win the league again. If they get Julian Alvarez, they'll win the league again to go with what they've already got.
Yeah.
And but yeah, PSG want Krupi Jr., man. And the thing is as well, he's actually French, and I expect him to be in after this World Cup, he'll be French international, But PSG can actually get him, you know that.
Yeah,
if they actually want him, they can buy him because they're going to be getting the Champions League money. They've got money anyway, and if they just put a bid in of 80 million, let's say, they'll get him. Simple.
Yeah, Bournemouth are not going to turn that down, are they? But
they'll be mad.
Bournemouth are a selling club. Like I said it before, in it with Brighton and that they just stick a price tag between 80 and 100 mil. Any player is for sale. There's no one off bounds.
Yeah, come and get him. It'll be interesting.
But you know what? Sorry, just quickly. You know what? That I think that goes for any player though. Any player is gettable. Just depends how much money you're looking to pay.
Yeah.
It depends because like you say with Real Madrid, no, you can offer the fucking world if they don't want to sell, you're not getting them. It's that simple. Like,
Bro,
yo, you can
if
looking
someone
at
come with
this-
a bid, yeah, for let's say, I don't know, Mbappe, 300 mil. You think they won't sell Mbappe for 300 mil?
if they don't want to, no, that's what I'm saying. Because obviously Real Madrid,
I hear it,
Barca,
but I think they expect that.
Yamal. If you ask me, Yamal kind of
Yeah.
different just because Barca's had financial difficulties and issues. You know what I mean? But with Real Madrid, not that. They don't need to sell nobody if they don't want to. But if because there's already been rumblings of fan base wanting Mbappe gone and this, that, and the next, if they thought, know what, fuck it, this is a good enough fucking out, then yeah, they'll take it in it. But if they don't want to sell, they're not selling, bro. You can offer them whatever the fuck you want and then not going.
I hear it. But I just think 300 mil. I don't know, man. But then again, no one's actually offered that kind. The only team, realistically, that's offered that kind of money was PSG when they activated the release clause for Neymar.
Yeah.
And that what was that, like 100 and something mil, wasn't it?
Nah, bro, that was 226 mil.
Yeah, nearly quarter of a mil, wasn't it? Quarter of a mil, sorry.
Because every player in Spain has a release clause, yeah. And the funny thing is, they didn't think no one could activate a fee like that, and that's what changed it up. Because if you look at Yamal on them now and Pedri, their buyout clause is 1 billion.
Yeah.
1 billion.
That's what I'm saying. Like, fucking, it's crazy. It's crazy. But that's the thing, though. Like, if man don't want to sell, like, nah, it's not happening. You get me? The same way, like, you can put in a bid for a player and get that fucking release clause activated. But all they're gonna do is turn to that player and say, "What do you want? Here's a blank check." If they don't want them to go, certain clubs can retain their players in it. But like a lot of teams, like I'm not gonna lie, there's like a lot of I'd only say there's in the world there may be 3 clubs that have got that power and are in that position because it takes a few factors in it. You need financial stability, you need success on the pitch, and you need fucking everyone on board with this player in it. Like if it's Haaland at City, they don't want to let him go. The fan base love him. He's not going nowhere. You know what I mean? But if there's rumblings of it, like fucking, for example, I know it's a different kettle of fish, but Xerxes, like, because he kind of divides opinion between the fan base. Like, yeah, we're gonna take this. It's an opportunity. You know what I mean? But nah, man, certain players, if all the right factors, yeah, they're not getting sold. Doesn't matter what you offer. But Bournemouth, Brighton, all these kind of fucking mid to like from top half of the table to like bottom half of the table, pretty much pick a team and it's pick a price, innit?
Yeah.
Like I say, even with Chelsea, it's just their fees are going to be a bit bigger. Instead of paying 100 mil for a player, you're going to pay 150, but they're gettable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're right. As I said, it's crazy, isn't it? Because
and the money PSG have got, they can get anyone they want.
Bro, if I said that, I see it. I think it was yesterday or today. They're in for Krupi Jr. And again, there's no secret that they want a false 9 in it. And the fact that Alvarez is more or less going to Barca, Krupi Jr. is French as well. You know, he's going to add to that French contingency of Doué, Dembele. You know,
in saying that, do you think one of those front 3 leave?
Nah, I reckon Krupi Jr. will be the replacement for Gonzalo Ramos. So I reckon they'll get rid of Ramos and then bring him in.
So do you not think like Barcola or none of them not leave?
But yeah, that's what I was going to say, because all the talk is Barcola or Doué in it. So if one of them was to leave,
Doué's not going anywhere. He's not. It's going to be Barcola, yeah. But the problem with Barcola, yeah, a lot of it depends on what's his mentality in it. Because if you're part of a team like PSG that are just winning everything, he's going to get his fair share of games, isn't it? Because remember the stat with Dembele. winning player of the season after playing what making 9 starts. Yeah. I guarantee you, Barcola may double that. So again, Barcola's getting game time. Yeah. So his thing might be, well, I'm not a regular starter when everyone's fit, but I still play enough games anyway. So it depends what his mentality is. But I think if they can get Krupi Jr. in, I reckon they'll sacrifice Gonzalo Ramos because Krupi Jr. is French as well. And as we know with what they like to do, they might even view Krupi Jr. as their French, as their Mbappe in a sense. Mbappe left on a free. Oh, don't worry, Mbappe. We've got Kylian. We've got Krupi Jr. They could view that. And then Krupi Jr., once he goes to PSG, you know full well he's going to be an international. See what I mean?
100.
Yeah, man. So it's one to watch, man. But listen, man, it just makes me not make me sick, but these guys are involved in some serious players, man. I just wish we can do the same thing in it. But I'm optimistic, man, of what we can do in this transfer window. So let's wait and see, man. But let's move it on before we wrap it up, innit? World Cup. What you lot think of this World Cup, man? You lot looking forward to this?
I'm not gonna lie, my money's on Brazil.
Seriously?
My money's on Brazil, brother. My money's on Brazil. I hate to say, I don't know what it is.
I hope Brazil for Neymar's sake. That's what I hope. But
yeah, I don't know what it is. I got this feeling around Brazil, and just for the pure fact that Neymar's managed to get back in and get himself back to where he needed to be, I just think Neymar is going to be special this World Cup. I think this World Cup is going to be special for someone like Neymar.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, the thing is, I think he's missing the first game, innit? But
yeah. But I think he comes in and just dances around, man. I think Casemiro. I think Casemiro off the back of the season he's had.
Yeah.
I think
he'll be confident.
He'll be confident. I think Brazil go into it being confident.
Yeah. The only problem is though they got Gabriel on the back line, isn't it? So
don't let him take no penalties.
Crazy one.
You have to catch a stray, man. I'm sorry, but but to be fair, I actually think Gabriel and Marquinhos probably going to form the best pairing in the competition. To be fair, you know, but
I think
the thing with me, I'm going France. I'm going to go France, man, because I think I look at what France could potentially have in their attack here, and it could be scary. It could be scary, innit? But I would like it to be Brazil purely because of Neymar, innit?
Yeah.
You know, Messi's won his World Cup. You know, Neymar needs to win his World Cup just so he can put all the nonsense to bed from the haters from this football community that we have out here.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, obviously, you know, if Portugal play him, they're not doing anything serious. I'll be honest.
No.
England, for me, if they meet someone serious, I don't see them doing anything, you know. And then
Germany?
Spain, I think Germany will make it as far as England.
Okay.
I think they'll make it as far as England, whether it's like the last 16, maybe a quarter. Well, a lot of it depends on who they meet, innit? Because you know, if they meet a Spain or a France, you know, someone like that early on, I think those teams will get beat because them teams just got too much in their locker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too much know-how, too much quality. So, but yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it, man. I think Argentina, for me, I don't think Argentina will retain it because as good as Messi is, as good as Alvarez is, I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure. But you never know, innit? They could spring a surprise, but
exactly.
I'm going France for me. I'm gonna stick with France. Yeah. I was gonna say Spain, but the one thing with Spain, yeah, because when you've got Pedri, Yamal, Rodri in there, yeah, Rodri's not the same.
No.
But I don't know what it is, man. I just think where they could be lacking, yeah, is the left-hand side. And maybe through the middle. I mean, Arafabal is a very good player. On the left, Nico Williams. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Nico Williams, but he does offer that direct pace, isn't it? You know, but there's something about them I'm not too sure with. Whereas with France, the only thing that will let France down is Didier Deschamps. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I think they've got a very strong team. Someone's saying, why is Saliba out of the World Cup? Since when? I ain't seen that. Have you not seen that?
No, but it sounds like bare Arsenal players are just getting dropped.
Mosquito. Saliba's not out of the World Cup. Since when? I mean, he probably won't start because he probably go with Upamecano's definitely starting, and it'd be Konate. Is he out?
It'll be Konate he starts with.
It'd be Upamecano and Konate, I think it'll be in it, yeah. Norway could be a dark horse, what do you reckon?
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not for me.
Canada?
Nah, for me, like it's France or Spain in it. Like, but I do have a soft spot. I would like to see Brazil win it. Like for a few reasons. Like I just want to see Brazil back to winning World Cups, innit?
When you think of World Cups, think of Brazil, innit?
Yeah, man. So it's like for that reason, I'd like to see it for the sake of Neymar as well. But yeah, like I don't know. I've been leaning more towards Spain, but because I feel like the weather's gonna play a massive part in it.
100, yeah.
So
100%.
obviously there's a lot of Spanish players that are playing in weather that's a lot more comparable than fucking French league and English league and all that. So I'm thinking, well, Spain have probably got a bit of an advantage, and then on top of that, like I say,
and they keep the ball as well.
The ball, man. The ball, the thing with the aerodynamics on the ball and that.
I remember you saying, yeah.
Similar to the World Cup where Forlan was top goal scorer and he had the ball months in advance practicing with it, and Jamal's been doing the same thing. So I've just got a feeling like Spain have just got a bit more of an edge to it on a few other factors in it. But like you say, they are lacking in certain positions where it's like man for man, there is stronger teams or stronger squads going to the World Cup. But I just feel like they've got the edge on over other teams in other aspects in it. So I think that's where they're gonna pull through.
Yeah, so it looks like Saliba could miss the World Cup.
You serious? No way.
But what?
So apparently he's to undergo a scan on Monday, discover the seriousness of his injury, but the fear is that he'll need a lengthy time to rest. So they're basically saying for treatment, saying he could miss the World Cup with France.
That's crazy. Probably get Mamba start saying, "Oh, that's why they got beat by PSG because Saliba was injured." You know what I mean?
But to be fair, everyone says about Saliba and that, like, fucking obviously they're always gonna pick up injuries. It sounds like my man's tried to obviously play through some kind of pain.
Yeah.
And now it's gonna cost him his World Cup. Guarantee next season he isn't playing through a minute of pain. You know, I guarantee he'll fast just pull up and get me off, lads. Get me off. He'll just sit down, guaranteed. Cause this will fucking changes a whole opinion on shit. Cause it's like, look at what everything I put myself through. Missed the World Cup, and imagine if France win the World Cup and he's missed it because he fucking tried to give it his all for Arsenal.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
He'll be fuming.
Was it really worth it in the end?
Exactly.
That's exactly what he'll be thinking, innit? And that's what I'm saying. Missing out on potentially lifting a World Cup because they're going in good favourites. You know what I mean? So,
well, the thing is, I see it a minute ago. The favourites are Spain, then France, then somehow England.
I don't know how England's getting. That's probably just because it's English bookies. That's English bookies guaranteed. Anywhere else in the world, England's like fucking 7th or 8th.
Bro, are they forgetting they got smoked by Senegal?
It's probably because of Tuchel, isn't it? Tuchel's a tournament manager.
I hear it, but
but listen, the funny thing is now, that squad he's picked is poor. It's a poor squad.
I just don't understand.
Power. That's what he's done.
I just don't understand how Madueke is, isn't it?
But Jonas, don't be surprised, yeah. He's gone for pace and power. Look at what he's done, yeah. Rashford and Gordon are the two left wingers. Pace, yeah. The two right wingers, Saka and Madueke, direct. Saka's got strength. Madueke's got pace. The two tens, Rodgers and Bellingham, power. The only ball players that are in this squad, leaving out Harry Kane here, because Harry Kane's a striker, is Kobbie Mainoo and Elliot Anderson. You can tell what he's done. He's gone for power and pace. Declan Rice, power. You know what I mean? Like the whole Jordan Henderson's just there because, you know, his experience. He's gone for pace and power. And this is why I said, yeah, when it comes to later on in the tournament in that heat, that pace and power is going to be nullified. Because if you're playing against a team that's going to bop you off the pitch by playing it around you, that pace and power will be null and void. This is where Kobbie comes into it. But we all know Kobbie's not playing because it's going to be Elliot Anderson and Declan Rice. I'm telling you, bro. Like,
I think he forces his way in, you know. I think Kobbie forces his way in.
Fitz, Kobbie should force his way in, but the problem is, yeah, Kobbie's only going to force his way in if Tuchel goes to a free in midfield. That's the only reason. Because the thing is as well, yeah, you see Tuchel, yeah, this is where you're going to see if Tuchel buckles under the pressure, because he's gonna have, yeah, the pressure of starting Jude Bellingham. Because I actually think Morgan Rogers starts as the 10, yeah, but he's gonna have the pressure of playing Jude Bellingham because the fanfare around Jude Bellingham. Now, if Kobbie plays, yeah, Kobbie's not. Declan Rice will play every game. Now it's gonna be Kobbie up against Elliot Anderson. We all know how the country feel about Elliot Anderson. They're trying to earmark him as the next Steven Gerrard, and I remember saying he's got reminiscence of Steven Gerrard long before.
Yeah,
and now
the thing is though, because he's still young, all it takes is one lackluster or mediocre game from him. Kobbie gets his start, and I'm telling you now, that's where Kobbie doesn't get taken out of the team. Or if he does, that's where everyone will be saying, "Why the fuck's Mainoo not starting now?"
I hear it.
All it takes is Anderson to have one, like I say, lackluster, not even mediocre, just an average game. It's like, well, fuck it. There's no harm in starting.
What do you think Tuchel will change him straight away?
Yeah, personally, I think fucking if Kobbie, like, obviously, I feel like Kobbie might even start in the first game just because he's fresher legs compared to everybody else, because Amarim's a dick. You know what I mean? But realistically, if he doesn't, I can see him start in the second game 100%. And as soon as Kobbie gets a start, I feel like the comparison between him and Anderson's game, I feel like that's where Kobbie stays. Especially if Anderson's going to get the start first, because then Kobbie knows what he's got to fucking surpass. You know what I mean? If he has a better game than Anderson, then he stays in. In a tournament, bro, like, and Tuchel's a tournament manager, bro. Like, he knows it's a case of it's form more than anything. I don't care who's the bigger name and who's on the bigger wage, who's in form right now, who's going to get me through this next fucking stage. And if Kobbie's that guy, and like I say, fresher legs, he stepped back into the team after not playing for half a season. No one could notice that he's not played, and he's just got gradually better and better and better. Now he's ready for it. Everybody else is burnt out and fucking getting scanned for injuries and shit. You get me? Kobbie's raring to go. Telling you now, give him a start, and he's not coming out of that team. He will leave an impression. Everyone around it's fucked.
The thing as well, yeah, the big thing is going to be the warm-up games as well, isn't it? So I think they got 2 warm-up games before. Because I think they actually flew out today, didn't they? Yeah, I think they flew out today. But haven't they got like a warm-up game before that or something like that? But yeah, they're playing New Zealand, I think, on Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, but the thing is, yeah, again, I'm gonna do my. Obviously, I've been doing the World Cup little series thing. I've been doing it, yeah, and I actually reckon I'll get the team spot on what he's gonna do. But then, as you said, it depends on, because their first game is Croatia, isn't it? I think it's Croatia. Croatia is the first game, yeah. But I actually think, yeah, depending on how that game goes, he will make a change. But I think the team he's going to start with, I think it's pretty obvious what he's going to do. It's so obvious how he's going to go, you know. But yeah, the thing is, I believe Kobe can force his way in, but it's going to have to be at the expense of Anderson, or unless he goes for a free in midfield. But if he goes with a free in midfield, you're going to have potentially Rodgers, Bellingham, Gordon or Rashford, Saka or Madueke all on the bench if he does go with a free in it. And I'm just thinking, does he do that? I'm not sure. So,
like I say, if for the first game for Croatia he ends up fucking starting Anderson, looking at it now, Ghana's the second game, then it's Panama. He's definitely starting fucking against Ghana. And then to be fair,
can I ask why? Can I ask why against Ghana?
Bro, you already know certain man are going to be playing against Ghana, bro. In that heat,
Ivan Tony were coming.
Yeah. You know all the usual suspects are getting rounded up, bro. But obviously, fucking hell, Kobe's starting against Ghana, and then for Panama,
Johnson's definitely playing.
Trust me, bro. All the lads are out for that one. But then obviously Panama, I reckon he'll still fucking play Kobe there, because I reckon he will actually be thinking, right, I'll save Anderson for the quarters, and then when Anderson steps in and doesn't do as well as expected, that's where Kobe steps back in for the fucking semi, because people will be kicking off. Why didn't Kobe start in that quarters? And that's where he steps back in, and that's it. But that's it. That's it.
Don't be surprised, against Ghana if it's not called Blackland. I'm telling
yo, telling you, bro, you're gonna see every black member of the team on that pitch starting. There's no.
It'll be 9 players, 9 black players, and then Harry Kane and Pickford.
Bro, I'm not. No, it'll be Declan Rice and Pickford. Harry Kane won't even be starting. They'll have Tony up there. You get me? You've been in Saudi for a long time. You can fucking compete in this heat. Get up there, son.
That'd be funny, man. That'd be funny.
Bro, telling you.
Where do you think they end up though? How far do you reckon they'll get?
Well, what's the stages? Because I know like it's obviously before fucking quarters round of 16, but because there's so many teams, is there around of 32?
Yeah.
That's a point. Yeah, that's a point.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
So what's okay? So there's group round of 32, round of 16.
Isn't it like 100 teams in this?
It's a massive thing this season. I'll tell you.
Showing for the comments. So I'm saying Ghana is really underrated. That guy can play as a 6 or 8, also filling at right back. Yeah, listen, James Garner is a good player. He is, but he was never really realistically going to go to the World Cup. Like, it was very obvious what Tuchel was going to do. And if you look at what Tuchel's done, really, as I mentioned, he's gone for pace and power, and he's gone for a lot of the obvious players. The reason why Cole Palmer and Phil Foden missed out, let's face it, Cole Palmer has been replaced by, you would say, Madueke, because Madueke is direct, and it's a thing where, is Cole Palmer going to play in the 10, or is he going to play on the right-hand side? And as we know, with Tuchel likes pace on the flanks, which means that he's going to go for pure pace, pure power out on that side, isn't it? So that's why Cole Palmer missed out there. And then in the 10s, you've got Rodgers and you've got Bellingham. And then the players that have missed out there, I told you guys Phil Foden was never going. Because when Tuchel decided to play Phil Foden as a false 9, that's letting everyone else know that he doesn't really think of Foden like that. And again, Foden was never going, just based on that. And then you got Gibbs White, who missed out. But it's because he's gone for pace and power, or just gone for pure power in Rodgers and Bellingham. And obviously Bellingham's gone because of his name. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to say to you, man. Like, likes of Garner and that, they were never realistically going to go. Jared Bowen, again, he should have probably gone as a squad player, but you can see what Tuchel's done. Because again, there's only 2 right wingers and there's 2 left wingers in the squad. So, guys, give me 1 minute, 1 minute.
Yeah.
So, I'm looking at it now. There's group stage, then round of 32, round of 16, quarters, semis, and then finals, innit?
Yeah, because 48 teams, isn't it?
Yeah, but obviously, what group are we in?
We're like, I can't remember. We're in the group with like,
I know what Croatia, Ghana, and Panama, innit?
yeah.
But fucking, because obviously, I'm just trying to see like potential who we could fucking face
There's
in the round of 32, innit?
There's a thing somewhere. There's like there's an actual table thing that shows you. See if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it.
One sec. So You got it?
yeah. So I've got it. So
go on.
You know, this is dangerous. This is dangerous.
So if we can get into the round of 32, what are the options?
So round of 32, potential meeting with a third place finisher, which is likely Congo or Norway.
Right. So let's say Norway.
Yeah. Then if we beat Norway, then we basically get a meeting with Mexico.
Right. But Mexico got to be considered a favourite just for the fact of you know it's rigged over in America anyway.
Yeah. Have you seen the talk a lot of halftime shows and stuff?
What about who the favourites are and stuff?
No. So
yeah, that treating that Super Bowl in it with proper halftime spectacle. Yeah. Yo,
every game apparently. That's ridiculous.
Have you seen that fucking ITV and BBC and that have all turned around and said, no, we're doing analysis even for the final. We're not doing a halftime show.
Yeah, they don't care, bro. They're doing all their own stuff, innit? It's mad, bro. It's mad.
Well, yeah, so what after Mexico in the round of 16, what would the quarters look like?
So the quarters is my favourites, which is Brazil.
So quarters, it's Brazil if we can get past Mexico, yeah?
Yeah.
Semis if we can get past Brazil.
Who do you think it is?
It's gonna be a France, innit?
Nah.
Spain.
What's that? What's that? Is that what's that? The route for England?
Yeah.
So start again, Jonas. So 32, it's either Congo or Norway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then around the 16, it'll be Mexico.
Yeah.
Quarters, it'll be Brazil.
Wait. Why Mexico?
Because I'm assuming whoever
looking at the other teams in it on that
looking
side.
at the other teams and they're basically saying that
okay.
Mexico are favourites. So Mexico should come through to round of 16, basically. That's what they're saying.
Okay.
And then if that happens and we beat Mexico, then the next in the quarterfinal,
the most likely is Brazil.
Is Brazil.
So basically from the quarterfinal is where it gets kind of sticky.
Yeah. And then after that, the next team is the team that currently hold the World Cup.
Argentina.
Yeah.
Leaving a potential final of what, like Spain, France?
It's France.
Yeah. Okay.
But and then this is the other thing. If they're runners up, so this is how it goes if they're runners up. So if they're
so what? So that's if they win the group, you're saying?
Yeah, so if they win group A, that's their run.
Right.
And then if they're runners up, then they basically play against Colombia.
Right.
Then the next match after
that won't be easy.
Yeah, the next match after that is Spain. Then the next
round of 16 is Spain, yeah?
Round of 16 is Spain, bro.
Right, okay.
Then the quarterfinal is Belgium.
Yeah.
The semi-final is France, and then the final is Argentina if they get there.
And if we finish third in the group, you still make it through, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
So what's the path on that one if you finish third?
I don't think...
The path of death.
Now, this is what I'm saying. It's only getting worse, isn't it?
Mm.
But the first one's not great though. Going Brazil, Argentina, France. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's mad.
It's mad.
That's mad. Yeah.
Go on. If we finish third, what's the pathway then, bro?
So that doesn't tell me. That just tells if they win or if they're runners up. So I'm assuming the runners up is even if you're still third, which I'm assuming is yeah. So even if they're runners up, I think it doesn't make much of a difference. So let's have a look. Let's have a look to see if we can find that.
So in a sense, there ain't really too much difference between them finishing top or coming second, really, isn't it? When you think about it.
Yeah, it's just as
there ain't too much difference.
Well, the joke is, I wrote down here, if we finish first, realistically, I think Brazil's where we get knocked out, which is quarters. If we finish second, we get knocked out in the round of 16. It's only one round earlier.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't really know what to make of this with England. I mean, the only thing I'm looking at is that he's gone with a pace and power team, and it's either going to work or it's not. You know what I'm trying to say? Isak just scored for Sweden. They're 3-1 down though against Norway. But yeah, it's either going to work or it's not, because I dread to think, the longer the tournament goes on for them, I don't know how they're going to fare, man, because they haven't got too many players that want to keep the ball. And that's going to be crucial, man, in the tournament against the better teams, especially in that heat. So,
trust me. Yo, what do you, man, think about the fact of it jumping up from 64 to 104 in the competition, though?
Who's that?
The World Cup, bro.
World Cup, bro.
Last time we had
team...
a World Cup, it was 64 teams. Now it's 104.
So I got it if they finish third.
Go on.
So if somehow something goes very wrong and they finish third, they play Portugal in the round of 32. And then the reward for beating Portugal would be Switzerland.
Okay.
Then it would be Argentina. Then it would be Brazil.
Argentina in the quarters.
Yeah. And then it would be Brazil in the semis. And then either France or Spain in the final.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, looking at that, if we finished third, I reckon we've got more of a chance of beating Argentina than Brazil. So I actually reckon we might get like a semi-finals if we can finish third in the group.
Yeah.
But if we finish first, it's quarters, and second, it's round of 16. That's fucked. The lower we finish in the group, the better we fucking do in the competition.
That's mad, isn't it? But then if you finish lower in the group, everyone will be thinking, we're shit. It could be better.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that's a bit of an eye-opener. But yeah, man. Nah, to be fair, I'm not really fucking fond of this fucking, like, we're gonna have so many knockout rounds and shit. Like, this shit's dragging out.
I think the amount of teams that it's been added to now, I actually don't know if I don't think that's just more football, isn't it, really? After a long season anyway. So there's bound to be some injuries, you know what I mean? So I think the fact that there's more teams, it probably makes it more likely that the league seasons are gonna suffer, innit?
Yeah, and I'm not being funny, but there's a lot of like nations that are going to this World Cup where I guarantee you're gonna see a lot of that. Oh, and this guy's actually a math teacher, and this guy's a plumber, and you know what I mean. You're gonna get a lot of that, which means that you've got players that are on fucking like $500,000 a week, like Haaland, that's got to step on a pitch with a guy that gets 20 quid an hour being a fucking plumber. This shouldn't be happening, surely. Like, having the top 64 nations, even there, you get a few where they turn up where you've got a tutor and a fucking You know what I mean? Like, someone that works in a canteen somewhere, it's like, what the fuck's going on? But 104 teams, I understand, like, you want everyone to get a chance to get to the World Cup, but it's not for everyone, innit? It is what it is, innit? Obviously, a lot of nations are getting to their first World Cup this year.
Yeah.
But it's like, realistically, should they be? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you don't even have enough professional footballers to call up 26 professionals. They've got to get man that do fucking full-time careers and that.
Yeah.
Ball on a Sunday, you know what I mean? Got pub players. You've got pub players playing, man. The fuck's going on? Protect Cobby at all costs. What the fuck? No, let me just fucking guess now. Panama, I'll have 4 professionals top in their squad.
Hey, if that, they got smoked. They got smoked yesterday by Brazil, by the way. I think 5-2.
I'm not surprised.
I think it was 5-2.
And the 2 were probably fucking Brazil fucking around and just not paying attention.
Hey, but tell a lie, man. To get 2 goals against Brazil, man, you can't be turning your nose up at that. To be fair, you know.
No, you can. It depends on what fucking Brazil squad was there. Because if you had guys like Martinelli playing, I can understand it. It's one of them, innit? You don't know who turned up to play. But like I say,
chat saying I think Holland will go far. Norway is dark horses as well. Do you know what? I'm actually optimistic for Holland, you know, because Holland always, you know, there's always a lot of promise with Holland when it comes to the tournament, and they don't really do much. You know what I'm trying to say? So,
I said that months ago. You man laughed at me. It's like,
listen, the way Brian's been playing.
Back then, you weren't a believer in Brian Brobby, though, was you? Now you understand.
Brother,
Brian Brobby could be causing problems. I'm telling you,
bro. I clocked it from early this season. You know, like he's come to fall out. You know, like he's doing bits and pieces. But trust me, man,
he's a handful, man.
No, but Holland have always got a half decent squad. You know what I mean? And realistically, we've seen fucking teams go far with just like 1 or 2 solid players. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Holland, what about Belgium? What do we think about Belgium?
I don't know. You see Belgium, yeah. Belgium for me, they're very similar to Germany. I just don't think. I'm not sure if they, because again they've lost Hazard. Like Hazard company, that was their golden generation, isn't it? Yeah. And now you're looking at a washed Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah. Lukaku's been out for the majority of the season, who gets goals for them, to be fair. I mean, Leandro Trossard. Yeah. Well, I was trying to find the words, but
I got none for him.
Yeah, I didn't even have too much to say about Leandro Trossard, to be honest, man, after that display on Saturday. Doku is their go-to guy, really. And then you got Tillemans and Onana. But they should do well, but I don't see them getting past. I think their limit might be probably round the 16, depending on who they play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't see them doing too much. Yeah. You know, because they always flatter to deceive, just like Holland. You know, I think Germany. Yeah, I don't see. I don't know about Germany, man.
I see Germany being a dark horse at some point. I think they cook. I think when they cook, they cook.
No, yeah, but I don't know, man. But I mean, to be fair, they got Verts and Musiala in it. Obviously, Havertz coming off that goal as well. You know, obviously Kimmich, Rudiger. He signed a new 1-year contract actually at Real Madrid today.
Did he?
Yeah, Neuer's back as well. Schlotterbeck. They've got Jonathan Tah. They've got decent players, Leroy Sané and that as well. But again, they're not really a standout for me. I think when you look at France, yeah, the only thing letting France down is Deschamps, as I said, because that attack should get them all the way as far as possible, really.
Yeah, that should get them to the final. There should be no qualms. There should be no qualms with them getting to the final with that fucking attack.
Yeah, but again, it depends. If they meet Spain in the semis, let's say, then again, I think that's a 50-50 game. But
even when you look at them,
I just think they've got the attack really that should cause problems.
Yeah,
and they're the only team I would say in the tournament that has a consistent attack
Yeah.
in terms of what they've got. You know what I mean? Because I look at Argentina. You know, they got Messi and Julian Alvarez. You know, Lautaro Martinez, again, flat as to deceive. Brazil, obviously Neymar, Vinicius Jr. Again, Igor Thiago's first tournament. Rafinha is there. I'm not even going to mention his name because it's an absolute disgrace that he's in the squad. That guy at Arsenal.
Isn't Richarlison?
Nah, no, bro, even Richarlison get called up, but the other guy at Arsenal did. Disgrace. Speedy Gonzalez on the left-hand side. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's doing in that squad. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Ridiculous by Ancelotti there. But I look at Spain. See, Spain's attack is weird because Yamal's there, innit? But Nico Williams, Dani Olmo, I like Dani Olmo. Rafa Bal's good as well. They got Victor Munoz is being called up. England just have Harry Kane. And obviously I like Ivan Toney, but Tony's not gonna play. Watkins ain't really gonna play, I don't think. That's it.
Watkins will probably start before Tony does.
Impact sub probably, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I can see Watkins getting more minutes than Tony this World Cup.
I can.
100%.
Yeah, probably. But again, I just don't know what Tuchel's gonna do, man. Because that attack's poor, man. I'll be honest. That attack's poor, man. To have a 4 of Rashford, Gordon, Saka, and Madueke getting into a tournament to do what? Bro, I'll be surprised if any one of them score. You know that?
Rashford, I reckon Rashford and Gordon probably score. Saka, I'm not too sure about.
Oh, good man. If I'm Tuchel and I watch that final, I'm immediately just getting rid of Saka and Madueke and just bringing in some better quality, man. You know what I mean?
Just don't forget, man will be getting fucking some kind of stats on the board when we play Panama. Like these that's where Saka will turn up. You get me?
Oh wait, Panama's in the group.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, just
you're probably gonna see Jude Bellingham playing as well, yeah. Getting GA or something like that, and everyone gonna start saying, "See, oh god." What's that last game though?
Yeah.
That's better because you know if they've qualified or if they haven't qualified, then they might play a stronger team. So yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. But yeah, be fair, I can't wait for it, man. I can't wait for it.
I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to it, but like just as more like as a neutral, like I say, I'm kind of leaning more towards Spain. I've got no real optimism about England. And to be fair, I don't really care when it comes down to it. You know what I mean? Like, I like World Cup and the Euros and that just for the fact of this is high quality football, isn't it? Especially when you get into the later stages. It's yeah, man. Like I say, I'm not going into it as a supporter of anyone. No, what's that?
Hey, listen, get it correct. The number. Come on, what are we doing there? 11. You know. Is that the one where they ain't 11 where he packed out another Arsenal player? Was it David Seaman?
No, but that's what I'm saying. That is an iconic one. That he lifted a World Cup in an 11.
Yeah.
Hey, bamboozled Ashley Cole, Arsenal. Bamboozled David Seaman, Arsenal.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the World Cup, bro.
Nah, I hear it. To be fair, like I say,
it's weird, isn't it? And then Gabriel, the Brazilian, bamboozled Arsenal as well. Boy, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy how things work out, man. Boy, anyway, listen, guys, we've been going for just over 3 hours, man. So 6 stream. You know, we done our usual cooking of Arsenal, which had to be done. And guys, make sure you don't forget the outro as well. So there'll be something special for you guys in the outro as well. So make sure you guys stick around and watch that as well. But yeah, listen, big up to all the mods coming in each and every time. Big up to all the newcomers as well. And guys, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel. Make sure you hype the channel. And make sure you go and follow Fitz and Jonas as well on their socials, which is in the description.
Just before we go, I just got one question. Where is Lumi Ray?
Well, listen, she hopped on and hopped back out because the smoke was too much. The smoke was too much. And again, you know what? I don't want to do this. Believe me, I don't. But these are asked for it, and then I have to oblige and give them their lashes, really, in it, because these lot have asked for it. You know, it wasn't me that was saying Saka was best in the world and Gyökeres this and quadruple this. These lot asked for it, so I have to just do what I got to go and do, in it. And again, these lot are in a bad mood today, so yeah, they don't come on as usual, innit?
Next season, my book of receipts is gonna have a big sticker on the front called Quad Teta. I'm just waiting. Anyone wants to say a single thing, the pen and the pad's ready.
These lot had the audacity, to say a quad. Like, the audacity.
Listen, I hope you realize what's gonna happen now is all we're gonna hear is Arteta retired Pep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm not quite sure how Arteta can retire Pep after winning 20 trophies in the league. I don't know. To Arteta's one FA Cup.
To be fair, before we do wrap it up as well, have you heard the latest on that?
No, what?
Fucking obviously, like, it's looking like he knows that the fucking the charges are coming in it. Now, obviously, considering what it is, like, they're not getting hit massively, but it's gonna fuck their season up. It's something like a 60-point fine, isn't it? So basically,
60-point fine.
Yeah, man. So fucking, but obviously there's no financial fucking whatever to it. It's just gonna be
they'll be better off. They'll be better off, giving them a fine. But because the thing is,
City
I don't think
better off for that. City would be better off for that. But but that's the thing, though. The proving a point, but that's I think that's why Pep's turned around and said, "Fuck it." It's not that he doesn't fancy his team. It's a case of knowing what's coming and what's around the corner. It's like, well, when that hits, we're fucked. You know what I mean? I'd prefer to just bow out now with a fucking FA Cup and all that. Like, so, but yeah, man, it's looking
60
like
points. That's mad.
60-point deduction. But like I say, it's fucking yeah, man. It's looking like that's pending.
If they survive that, boy, hello champion. If not a hello championship, innit?
Bro,
but the thing is though, I don't think they can afford Man City to go down the Premier League.
To be fair, like remember, they want a new name on the trophy every 6 years. They've rinsed City now.
Yeah.
What do they need from them? Now, if City was to get relegated, do you not think that that's going to bring more eyes to the Championship?
Yeah,
probably, yeah.
A nice stadium.
I'm telling you, we don't need them here now. They've done enough damage in this motherfucker. Send them down there, help build up revenue, because every match against City is going to sell out round there, innit? So
yeah.
Telling you, man, I can see why they'd say, yeah, fuck it, we're not just taking cash off them, because fuck that. We do that, then they can keep doing this and just put us back in this cycle again. 60-point deduction. It stops everybody else thinking we can just come in and do what we want. And it also it's going to benefit the Championship. Well, yeah. Like I say, it's looking good, lads. It's looking good.
Boy. Let's wait and see, man. But guys, listen up. Big up to yourselves for coming through. Fitz, Jonas, boy, big up for coming through, man, each and every time.
Yeah, man.
And guys, listen, I should be back tomorrow. So as I said, keep an eye on my World Cup series that I've been doing. So I spoke about France, I spoke about Belgium, Portugal, and who was the other one I done the other day? Was it France, Belgium? Oh, Brazil. So I've done France, Belgium, Brazil, and Portugal, guys. So basically what I'm doing is that I'm going through each player that's been selected in the squad, and then I do a the potential lineup for the first game of the tournament. So make sure you check that out. It's on the playlist, And I should be back tomorrow, guys. Not sure what time yet, but I'll be doing Germany. So I've got Germany to do. I've got not in order. So Germany, England, who's the other teams? Spain, Holland, and Argentina. So they're the teams left to do. So yeah, make sure you guys check that out and check out the playlist as well. And listen, World Cup is coming up. There'll be a lot of watch-alongs going on, guys, for this World Cup, some of the major games. And again, I'll be reacting if there's any transfer news that drops, especially for Man United. I'll be hearing it, you know. But other than that, guys, make sure you watch the outro, and we'll catch you guys next week. Big up to yourselves, bro. Big up, yeah.
Big up, bro.
Big up yourself, man. One second, let me get Fitz back on. I think he just timed out.
Time out. There he is.
Yeah. So yeah, Fitz, I'm gonna wrap it up anyway. Yeah. Huh?
Battery's going, lads. That's all, innit?
All right, man. No worries, no worries. I'm gonna wrap it up anyway. But yeah, outro coming through now. Yeah.
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 All right, man. You man in a bit, yeah.
In a bit.
Later.
The problem is not Arteta. He's not the owner of the club. He's not the player. He's the fan. You are delusional. The season just get over. You already talk about next summer, but you mad. You mad. Which earth are you living?
He's the closest thing England have ever produced to someone like Messi.
Declan Rice start in 3P Real Madrid's midfield.
Yeah.
Over Casemiro, yes.
Hot take that's not really a hot take. If Arsenal win the Premier League this season, Gabriel Jesus will be in the top 5 Premier League strikers of all time.
He's the best right winger in the world because he can do everything. He can tackle, he can hold the ball.
He's not the best right winger in the world.
I think he is because I think he's just all round.
He's better than Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, much better than you. Yeah.
Pub, I was asking all of my guys a question. Would you swap Gabriel Martinelli plus money to get the signing of Kylian Mbappe? And you know what? They all said no.
Arsenal have never had a midfielder better than Steven Gerrard.
Patrick Vieira is a better footballer than Steven Gerrard. We've even got players on the rise like Declan Rice who are...
Nah, you cannot argue Steven Gerrard and Declan Rice. Are you daft?
Yeah,
I'm not being honourable. Are you daft?
Listen, you spoke about the match winning.
You never ever say Declan Rice and Steven Gerrard again.
And to do it with the youngest team in the league, it's got to rank up. I certainly think it ranks higher than the Leicester City season.
Bruh.
I think it does.
What? You are joking.
No.
We didn't win the league, and there's various different reasons why we didn't win the league. A lot of the traditional thinking will be, okay, there was a couple of VAR decisions, but for me, there's kind of 2 times in history that probably weren't on the pitch. And the first one was the Queen died.
To me, next season we can win the quadruple. People might not laugh because the
quadruple.
Absolutely, listen.
But another one that I said was that Arteta could be the next Ferguson.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, so I take that back. He's better than Ferguson.
One man who's been part of the tapestry of the history of this club has won 5 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, 10 Charity Community Shields, 1 European Cup Winners' Cup, 1 European Super Cup, 2 Champions League titles, Intercontinental Cup, 1 FIFA Club World Cup, and 13 Premier League titles. The impossible dream made possible by the greatest British manager ever, Sir Alex Ferguson.
Champions of Europe! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! Champions of Europe! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! Champions of Europe! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that! Champions of Europe! You'll never sing that! You'll never sing that!
Everybody wants to know what I would do if I win. I guess we'll never know.
You know what won today? Football won. Sitting back, parking the bus, defensive tactics, trying to score on the counter-attack every time we try and get a chance. Football won. PSG by far the better team, especially second half. And Arsenal, they stunk out the Premier League to win it, and they tried to stink out the Champions League, and they failed. You don't deserve to win the Champions League playing like that.
To summarize the Champions League final, and I said this in the break as well, it's like, let's say she's got a beautiful voice, right? And she's a great singer, right? And she's going to sing this beautiful tune for us, and that's her talent. Well, that was PSG, and Arsenal's talent would be going up to her and punching her in the throat so that she couldn't sing. And I think that's why at the end, you know, a couple of people, I've heard them say, hey, football won, because at the end of it, it's like, okay, the one that was trying to do something beautiful won, you know, instead of the one trying to destroy something beautiful. So, but football's got both sides, so.
Could you even just use that last one instead of the singing?
He's always got to sing something crazy.
That last one would have been perfect.
People are starting to go into hiding mode, but we're gonna.
Hiding mode, you say? Hiding mode, and you're gonna find them. We couldn't find you today. Where were you tonight? Where were you? Did you go hiding tonight? Or is this a thing where you just go hiding in finals? Because you can't be making statements like that and then coming out with this in the Champions League final.
Welcome back. Now, football. Champions Leagues in Europe. The Europe Champions League. Arsenal. Viewers, apologize. I'm continue.
It's time to get.
Being disrespectful to any club, we have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and the strategic plan says put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period. We have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and have a strategic plan at the Premier League, and the strategic plan says put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period. Put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period. Put a new name on the trophy in every 6-year period.
Sound to Arnold.
So I just got the reload like I brought the beat back.